Hello. Hello
Hi,
and
everyone.
welcome to all.
Hey.
And to all a good night.
That was it. See ya.
That's it. We're done.
Happy
Go home.
holidays.
Good night.
And good luck. No, I think we've got a little bit more show for you folks here. Thanks so much for joining us and for coming back to War Games News Radio and our Fallout 2 D20 live show. It's a Christmas special.
It's a Christmas special, non-denominational holiday special, everybody.
Non-denominational holiday special. Sure,
It's
whatever.
Christmas, but like whatever.
Winter
you
solstice
celebrate,
special.
Just play in the
It's
space
Christmas.
with us. Have fun.
We love you
It's gonna be a great
regardless
time.
of
And
how
I
you think
you're all
December
going to
should
enjoy
roll
it
out.
because I know I'm going to enjoy it because for once I am not your overseer. I am your host of War Games News Radio, but we're going to be handing those duties over to the player formerly known as Yuri, also
Hello.
known as Justin.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for coming and watching. Maybe after the live show, I decided to take the reins for the holiday special this year, and I'm super excited that y'all came. Please bear with me. I have a bit of a cold, so everyone's going to be a little bit more gruff today in today's broadcast. Everyone's going to have a little bit of a winter cold on NPCs. But thank you all for coming. Thank you all so much for the support that y'all have given over these 11 official episodes, 12 episodes.
Something.
From that.
Holy crap, guys! That's
If our shows
fantastic.
were muffins, we could sell an entire
It's
dozen.
been pretty unreal.
Yeah, like 5 months ago, I wouldn't have thought that we would make it this far. But thank you all for supporting us. Yeah, we can just get right into it. Off the top, just so you know, this does take place in the universe of Fallout, which is a post-apocalyptic role-playing adventure game. Some of the themes might get a little bit graphic, might get a little bit dark, but not too dark. I'm not going to super weird places. We're doing like PG or 14A, material here. A little bit of gore and some fucking swears. So if you don't think that would be the whole jam for you, hurt feelings, but please do stick around and because I have a ritual treat for you all. First off, you are playing this game. You're actually playing a game with us.
I'm playing a game. And would you like to play a game?
I like to play a
I'm
game.
very
Tell us about
excited.
your character.
Yeah, you want to hear about me right away? Little old
Let's
me.
hear about your character.
Oh my goodness. Well, fans of the franchise, and by franchise I mean our 10 show run so far, may recall this
Extensive.
character, who appeared in some of the first 2 episodes. I'm going to be playing Mr. Microwave. I am a Mr. Handy model who has seen better days. Most of them were 200 plus years ago. The Fistful of Neutrons gang encountered Mr. Microwave for the first time on our 2nd episode, I think, and after assisting our the robot, which is me, with a ghoul problem and a rad roach situation, they took me in and sent me back to the town of Longmont, Colorado, where I currently reside, and I will be playing the Mr. Handy variant today, which I'm super excited. This is a fun sort of subclass of the game system that I haven't seen too much action with, and I'm just very excited to do a Mr. Handy voice.
It's going to be great. I am very excited to see what Mr. Handy can do. Yeah, let's leave a little bit of mystery for when we get.
Sorry, folks. One technical second while I get everything set up here. Everybody just disappeared, but I will get them back in just a moment. I'm just going to switch to our other screen, and we will be... Oh, no, wait.
There we
Everybody's
go.
back.
You're back for us, too. Can you hear us?
Yes, I'm back. I lost you all for a brief moment.
We
Can you hear
lost
me now?
you. We were so scared.
I think we're back.
I need
Nobody
an adult.
freak out. That was really weird when it was just me all alone in here for a hot second.
Yes, it was.
It
Well,
looks
anyway,
like the
since
YouTube's back.
we're back live. Let's kick it on over to Johnny Bottlecap. Johnny.
Oh, hello. My name is Raj, and I play the character of Johnny Bottlecap. Lovable, dim-witted, vault-dwelling youngster. He throws caution to the wind, so I'm curious to see where this holiday-themed adventure will take us.
Indeed. All right, then let's get right into it. Since we've done the all the introductions, let us not waste any more time. Gentlemen, I need you to get in the space with me. Just get a comfy pair of like slippers on, like your best Christmas PJs, a cup of nog or a tea, like Bailey's, whatever you want. Just
Oh,
get
yeah.
real nice and cozy with me.
Bailey's.
All right. And everybody at home, I would suggest that you do the same as well.
Put your
Because
feet in some nog.
put your
drink
feet
some
in some nog, do a
slippers.
nog bath. It's good for the pores. All right. So this is a story which has not yet come to pass. A vision of the future. Your party is high in the Colorado Rockies, following a distress call picked up by Johnny's Pip-Boy.
Ooh.
Through the static, you heard the voice of a young woman, desperately pleading for help. The signal was weak and getting weaker. After some light cajoling and motivation from Yuri, your party set off, moderately equipped for the road, to do some reconnaissance and track down the source of the signal. Yuri decided that this was not a mission for him. The high altitude and cold wreak havoc on his old bones, and he remained back at Longmount to help Hondat during this busy holiday courier season. You set out of Longmount west on the 36, eventually hitting the 125 and heading north. Now, all that's between you and Wyoming are a handful of small towns. Rand, I should say, Walden, and finally, Kings Canyon. Where should I begin? There's good news and there's bad news. The bad news is that a winter storm has descended upon you quickly. Rifleman thought you had hours of daylight left, and you didn't really need to make camp just yet. Now, thick, wet snow falls upon you and your party, bringing unnerving early darkness and muting the world around you. Anyone who lives in a northern climate or, in Canada or the northern hemisphere knows the feeling of like when heavy snow starts falling and you can't hear anything outside of like your own breath or 10 feet around you. That's what's happening right now. The warm pool of light cast from Mr. Microwave's flamer pilot light is shrinking, and there are howls in the wilderness getting closer. The good news is the narrow pass hewn through the granite of the mountains leaves only one option: forward. Johnny thinks you're close to Rand, and according to his Pip-Boy and the signal from the distress call, it seems to be getting stronger and closer. Welcome to the road.
Dramatic pause.
Dramatic pause. That's all you guys. You're on a snowy highway, broken mountain pass. Snow is falling all around you, and it's getting thicker and heavier as the minutes go by.
Hey,
Master Bottlecap, how much further is it to this the signal that you've picked up?
Yeah, it says Rand should be straight ahead over here. Johnny's kind of looking at his Pip-Boy and listening to it make beeping noises.
Yeah,
Overseer,
why don't you go ahead, actually, and this is going to be a different type of roll. Why don't you give me an intelligence plus survival check?
Oops, that's not
Roll
gonna
for
be so
Christmas.
good.
Roll for
Yes.
Christmas.
So intelligence plus survival for Johnny is a target number of 6. So
Not great.
not great.
But
Ooh,
let's see
6.
what you can do.
Could be worse. Could be worse.
Okay, so that's an 8 and an 18. So not great.
That 18, that is not a critical failure, is it?
What was the
I don't-
difficulty of the
What-
challenge?
Yeah, what was the difficulty?
Oh, it's just difficulty 1, so that's a 19. So you're good. You're good. Yeah, no, unfortunately, you think you're close, and the signal is definitely getting closer, but you couldn't give a definite answer to that.
Mr. Rifleman, tell you the truth, I rightly don't know how much further it is to town. It's beeping louder than it was before.
well, how close to Rand is this distress signal? Are we heading right into the center of town? Can you tell that?
Am I able to tell that?
You think that it's given the signal's proximity to the map on the Pip-Boy? Yeah, you think it's pretty close to dead
Yeah,
center.
I'd say it's pretty much right in the middle of town there.
Yeah, so Mr. Handy, you're kind of floating above this all.
I was gonna
Mr.
ask,
Microwave,
how am I dealing with the weather with my like jet pack situation?
the wind is a problem for you.
Okay.
The snow is not.
What's like the terrain of our like current path on? Are we like Lord of the Ringsing like through the fucking crevasses, or is it like more like
It's not necessarily that tight, but it is a mountain pass through the Rockies. So if you've ever driven from Calgary to Vancouver or through the Rockies in the US, you know at some points it gets barely wide enough for 2 cars to pass. And that's kind of what's going on here.
Okay.
There's been a road that's been hewn in the pre-war times through the stone. So on either side of the road, there's probably a 20, 30 foot tall granite wall, and you're passing through the middle of it. And in fact, you hear a howl rattle off of these granite walls. And since you're all winter muted, you can't quite tell if it's coming from in front of you or behind.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that. What is that? It's been a long time since I've been out on Longmount. I can't tell what was that?
Can I try to like scratch Duke's ear and tell him what he can, or ask him to sniff this out? Because I'm wondering, we can't hear anything. It's probably hard to see anything.
You want him to sniff it out?
Yeah, because
He is.
I'm going to give it a difficulty 3 perception check, but I think he gets a bonus to smell perception checks, correct?
it reduced difficulty of yes, he reduces the difficulty of the perception test of scent by 1.
Yeah, so it's actually only a difficulty 2 then, because
That's not bad.
Yeah, Duke is with you. So go ahead and give that a roll.
Cool.
So that would be survival plus endurance, I believe, correct?
Survival.
the classic.
My endurance isn't very good. That's a 6. I'm gonna go ahead and buy an action point from you, please, if I may.
Yeah, go ahead.
Then I'm rolling.
I'm on the board.
Well,
I got action points.
One
baby,
success.
boy.
Oh, sorry, 2. 2 successes, a 4 and an 8. So
Fuck
2
yeah.
successes.
With
Just
that,
barely.
With that, Duke kind of puts his muzzle up to the air and sniffs, and just immediately his hackles are up and he's growling like loudly. He only does this, Duke's personality. He only does this if there's something big out there.
Okay, don't like that. I pat him on the head.
Boys, we're not alone. Guns out.
Is there
I'm gonna pull
yeah?
out my rifle and just get it ready.
Yeah, Johnny.
Can I like
strapped up?
I want to like shine. I want to shine a light on this situation. I want to like.
Yeah.
Can I? I'll let it be at your discretion what you think I could do with my abilities. Like, could I use either my orbitable lights or eyes to like light things up, or could I use like my flamer to try to like shed some light on this situation?
You could do either. What do you want to do?
I will. Yeah, I want to like crank my lights up to max. I'm gonna put my 3 eyes, 1 in each direction, and then I'm just gonna put the flamer in the air. No, yeah, I'm gonna put my eyes in 3 different directions and just turn the luminosity up to max, and yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna shoot off the flamer in case I'm giving off where we are, but I'm gonna start with that. Does that help us determine anything?
For sure. All 3 of you give me a quick perception check. So perception plus, let's switch it up. Perception plus survival. Perception plus survival. That's kind of
Okay. Oh, I'm not very good at this.
One success.
Also 1 success.
yeah. Johnny,
Hey,
how are
one
you?
success, actually.
You all see the telltale signs of eyes of a night predator up on the ridge, quite a distance away. You kind of just see those glowing full moons on top of the ridge,
Don't like that.
but it's
How far away?
far away. Like you
Okay.
can barely make it out. I would say a good, like with the snow, probably a good 100, 120 feet, maybe, quite a distance. And then just like that, they disappear. So you get the sense that someone was watching you from up on the ridge.
Someone.
Or something, I should say. Some creature or person or thing.
Do you guys see that?
Sure did.
What the hell
Don't like the
was
look of that one bit.
The snow continues to fall. You're getting colder and colder the more you stand in the middle of the road.
I don't know about you, gentlemen. You're looking a little bit frosty there. Maybe we should keep going, but keep an eye out for our friend back there. And I do like quotation marks with my pincer. Friend.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you, Mr. Microwave. Don't want your batteries to freeze. I don't want that thing to chew on us.
Yeah, I'll have my shotgun out. Let's get going as quickly as we can.
Yeah, so you make it, you continue to travel down the road, I should say. Going is slow as the snow is piling up around your shins, getting closer and closer to your knees. Mr. Microwave, you are kind of struggling in the headwind. You're kind of getting rattled around, and your pulsar, your impulse jet, is kind of sputtering in the stiff wind, trying to keep you upright. But after about an hour or so, more of traveling, as it's getting darker and darker incrementally, you continue to hear the howls rattling off the walls and off into the wilderness, and you can't really get a sense of where they're coming from. It seems to be surrounding you all at once and really nowhere at the same time. You enter.
Sorry, just overseer quick. While we're traveling, would I be able to like tie a rope? Like if obviously Mr. Microwave and Duke are both willing, secure Mr. Microwave, or like have Mr. Microwave have a rope he can hold onto Duke, so he has like a ground anchor.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
he's
If
not
you want
like
to.
flapping around as much. Mr. Microwave, are you okay with that? I don't want to assume your gravity.
No, I'd most certainly take help from your canine companion here, and like, could I even just use like my pincer to just like kind of keep one hand on old Dookie boy?
Yeah, for sure. That's no problem. Duke being lower to the ground is kind of like, he is still on edge from before, but he's kind of like bounding through the snow.
Bounding through the snow with
yeah,
one
it's-
dog open Duke.
It's very rare that Duke has seen snow, I imagine. So he's
Yeah.
both like on edge, but a little bit excited to be playing in the snow.
That's cute.
Yeah. So after about an hour, sun is fully set. It is pitch black. You are moving only by the light of Mr. Microwave there.
Can
And
I like spend an ammo to turn my light up a little bit in the darkness?
you know what? Yeah, I was gonna do that to you before, but yeah, if you wanna burn an ammo and flame on, you can definitely do that.
Here, gentlemen, let me guide your sleigh tonight. And I'll fucking engage
Thank you,
that,
Rudolph.
and I will
I mean,
burn
yeah.
You're welcome. I'll burn an ammunition, of which I do not have many, but I will do that.
Perfect. Yeah, as you spark your flamer up, in front of you, about 10 feet, you would have walked straight into it had you not done that. You see a road sign that says Rand, population 6. As you trek on, you enter this town and see this pre-war sign with its population. Before the bombs fell, it seems this town was even less than a ditch in the bend in the road. There are a few buildings, a rest stop with public toilets. The doors have been ripped off. There's some picnic tables scattered around. A building on the left with a sign dubiously painted General Store. Its roof caved in, and it looks to have suffered a fire eons ago. On the right is a diner motel combo with a large, dark sign out front that says Eat. And above the door reads Bethlehem motor in.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I zero in on where the distress signal is coming in from?
Reading my mind.
Yeah, for sure. Why don't you give me intelligence plus science? And if
Johnny
anyone
in
wants-
science. That is adorable.
I was
wants
gonna,
to
yeah,
assist him-
I was gonna say, can I help out on this because this is kind of my jam. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
My target number is
Here he's
4.
kind of looking at his Pip-Boy, kind of just like dumbfounded, and like tweaking knobs that have nothing to do. He's like tweaking like the gain on fucking like television.
Sure.
It's like, oh, that should do it.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's good. Okay. So, what difficulty is it? Sorry.
Let's just say it's a straight up 1. You're pretty close.
It's
to
a straight up
close
1.
to
Okay. And this is something I wanted to ask you about too. Because of all the stats and the things that I took building Mr. Microwave, one of the items I got was a lab coat, which
Sweet.
I can't really wear because I'm a robot, but it makes Yuri has a lab coat. You know what this does.
Yuri has a
It
lab coat.
decreases what is it, intelligence checks or science checks by
You know what?
a difficulty of 1.
Since I'm a benevolent overseer,
Oh.
you can wear it. It looks goofy as shit. You're floating inside this lab coat.
Can we say I have like something like, I don't know, like a fucking
Stethoscope,
microchip
maybe, or,
or
like-
something that like makes that kind of like
sure.
just so
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
like,
we'll say-
hey, look
we'll
at
say
me,
you've
I
been-
think I'm people. Like,
I'm actually 3 robots floating on top of each other.
You were installed with a sort of black market aftermarket.
I'm jailbroken.
Science module. That
Yeah,
like,
okay.
slots in. It's kind
Okay.
of jury rigged, but it does the job.
I like
Motion
that.
chip.
Okay. I've got Data's emotion chip. Okay, so I'm gonna roll for it anyway because I want to generate an action point on this, and I'm fucking buku good at these two skills. My target number is a 13.
Yeah, give it to me, baby boy.
Shut the front door. I got a 14. That's a miss.
Good. That's a miss.
Johnny didn't.
Not a
16,
crit, but yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, you can't really dial it in, but you suspect, I should say, it's incredibly close.
Yeah. Okay. With wait, was it a difficulty 2 or difficulty 1?
It's a difficulty 1.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, even with my, I'll engage my rocket chip, and see if I can't fucking I'll jailbreak myself and see. Oh wait,
For
I rolled with 1 d20. I'm an idiot. And the other one is no better at an 18.
Yeah, no, we're good. You're still dipshits who don't know shit about fuck.
I'm still an idiot. Okay, well, so we've got the motel. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's gonna be the jam, and I'll say that in character. Well, if there's only 6 people in town, I mean, they're probably in the largest building. What should we go check it out? And like, I'm gonna I don't know. This is my first time like out of the house since like leaving the where I met these guys the first time. So I'm just like zero combat preparedness at all. I'm just gonna like dum and just like fucking waddle up towards the motor inn.
Okay, give me a agility plus acrobatics roll.
Oh, these are 2 things I am not good at. Plus acrobatics. I feel like yeah,
Athletics?
so it's not good. Yeah, it's athletics. It's gonna be a big old 5.
Athletics, sorry.
I mean, same shit, different day. That's 2 fails. 12 and 13.
Yeah. What's your? Yeah. No, actually,
What were your hit points?
Yeah,
you
exactly.
are going
Yeah.
to. What's your damage reduction? I should say.
It's actually quite good. Energy, physical is 2, and I'm immune to rads, which is fun.
Okay.
Very nice.
Yeah. Okay. So a shot rings off of your torso armor plating. Yeah, and kind of knocks you off balance. As soon as you approach the Bethlehem Motor Inn, you can't get a bead on where this shot came from. It came in that general direction. Yeah, rings off your robotic carapace.
Heavens to Murgatroyd!
And you hear a gruff voice shouting from the inn. Keep moving. Ain't no fucking room.
Oh, I don't like that very much.
Broom? What? Oh, how much damage did I take? Any? Okay, I fucking
hated it.
sacrifice the body for the play. Wait, who goes there? I'm gonna like spin around and like, you know how like my head and arms
Ain't no
can
fucking
move
room at the end. Keep
ways.
moving. We got nothing for you. You give me a perception roll. Anybody who wants to.
Okay, I'll throw one in there.
Yeah, I'll throw some fucking math rocks at this.
Nope.
Duly
Johnny
fails.
doesn't see anything.
Yeah, I don't see shit about fucking.
Yeah, I don't know fuck
it's
about
like
shit.
Snowy and
You can't see anything, but
I,
you all think you can hear another voice kind of whispering, but you can't make out what it's saying. Just a hush, like.
What? Who goes there? What's that? Who's that?
I told you, ain't no fucking room. Keep moving. I don't want to fucking
man.
put another round in you.
Mister, we ain't looking for no room. We're trying to respond to a distress signal. Is someone in trouble over here?
Oh, for fuck. Mary, god damn it! Did you send out a fucking distress call? And you hear a woman's voice say to him through the door behind the wall, being like, "Joey, now fucking just relax. We're in a bad way here." And she shouts out through a slat in one of the windows, to like, "Sorry about that. My husband here, Joey. He's just he's real suspicious of newcomers and strangers. Joey, put that fucking shooter away." And she opens the door. What you see is a gorgeous woman, possibly the most beautiful woman you've ever seen. If not, she's in the running. She seems to have a very faint, ethereal glow about her, and has a smile that melts all of your hearts immediately. It's warm. It's inviting. She's gorgeous in every way, and wearing a blue shawl. But you can tell that she's a little sickly. Her eyes are a bit sunken, her smile a little bit tired. And she says, "Huh. So there's 3 of you, huh? Come to us from afar." She puts her hands on her waist and kind of like cracks her back a little. "Now ain't that interesting? Why don't you all come in? Sugar, put the kettle on." And she opens the door and invites you in.
What? Who
Proceed
was it?
indoors.
Who had half a mind? I've got something to prove to somebody here. What are you doing taking shots at random robots out in the street?
Yeah, as you get closer to the door, the man named Joey comes back and says, and he kind of puts his hand behind his neck and like rubs the back of his head a little bit and goes, "Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't know that Maggie had sent out a distress call for you. I'm just trying to protect what's mine. I didn't know that you were here to help. I really apologize." And you notice that Joey is armed with a lever action rifle. It is an antique. This thing is pre-war to the T. It's pre-war.
Pre-multiple wars.
He is a skinny man, but muscular, dark hair, large dark eyes, and a mop of like curly black hair kind of covering his head. He has a lot of scarring, you notice, as well on his hands and arms, and calluses all over his knuckles.
Can I'm gonna have my rifle at the low ready position.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Maggie, or did you call a distress signal because of this guy?
She kind
I
of she
kind
turns
of
around.
point my rifle more or less in his direction. I'm not like aiming at him, but like
Casually.
Yeah, I know. She's busying herself in the kitchen, and she turns around at you all kind of standing in her foyer, and she has like a really puzzled look on her face and goes, "Why would I do that, sugar? This is my husband, Joey. No, he keeps us perfectly safe." And when she says us, she kind of like, "Yeah, no, he keeps me and him perfectly safe."
I do like a quick like shake off the snow. What? Who else do you have here, madam? And like, I want to do a I have a perk called Scanner. where I can reduce perception tests by up to 1. I want to do a little scanner beep bop boop bop of
Yeah,
life,
it's a scanner.
life signs in the area.
Yeah, do that.
Okay, I will
love
do that.
scanning for life.
Difficulty 1. It's not going to be hard.
What would it be?
That would be perception plus.
Science.
Yeah, let's go with science because you're
Okay.
skipping perception.
I like
plus
that.
science.
I can do that. I can be good at that. I can not be good at that, but I'm going to spend a luck point to re-roll it.
For sure.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to just spend a luck point to re-roll Unos dice and burn that. That's more like it, baby. 10 on the nose.
Yeah, so you get the information. You get the information that you get. Excuse me. But before that happens, Maggie kind of reaches out and puts her hand like out to you. She's too far away to touch you, but out to you and says, "Just promise me you won't take him. Promise me you won't hurt him."
Take who? Take what? What do I get from the scanner?
Yeah, at that, you hear an infant cry from a back room. And behind a tattered and torn sheet and some bead curtains, you see a faint green pulse start vroom, 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 from the room. And Maggie kind of rolls her eyes and sighs and goes, "Oh, Sugar, you done gone woke him up. He's probably hungry. Okay. You're Robco, ain't you?
Why, yes, ma'am. I'm a Mr. Handy variant X49352.
So you don't get the sick like the rest of us, eh?
The sick? What?
From the rad storms and the filthy containers and stuff, you don't.
Oh.
That don't affect you.
Ha! Radiation, ma'am. Well, I know I run on radiation. In fact, I'm quite immune to the stuff. Moisture evaporator is my second language.
At that, she says, "All right, well, you should come then. The rest of you keep your distance." And she goes to like move to the back room, and Joey puts his arm like on, grabs her kind of by the forearm gently, and just goes, "You don't have to do this, you know. Just you're getting so sick." And she kind of wheels back on him, and with just a tinge of anger in her voice, just the slightest soupçon. She goes, "He's my son," and kind of breaks grasp and starts walking into the back.
Is
Well,
the Geiger counter on the Pip Boy going off at all?
It's going off. It's not huge, but it's ticking.
Okay.
Tick, 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 tick.
I'll just pull Duke back a little bit. I'm not leaving the entrance, but I'll get back closer to the door. And I'm gonna.
Yeah,
swing
you all
there.
are in a pretty good position so that when she pulls back sort of the curtain, the light intensifies, and there's a wash of green, like LED light that you would get from a monitor, but it's definitely not that. That spills out of the doorway, and Mr. Andy, Mr. Microwave, you get a better look as she walks over to a crib or bassinet and picks up a bouncing baby, glowing infant who just seems to be happy as shit to see his mom. He's giggling. She pulls her blue shawl aside a little bit and sits down in a nursing chair and just starts nursing him. She says, "This here is why I sent the distress call. This is Joshua. He's my son."
What in holy tarnation is going on with your infant?
It's funny that you mentioned that. Holy. I don't know.
I see what you're doing here.
He is special, but I don't know how he got like this. I delivered him about 2 weeks ago with the help of Joey, and I don't know. Towards the end of my pregnancy, it was just glowing in my womb, and I started to get sicker and sicker. We sheltered through a couple rad storms, but the water up here is pure. Joey hunts all fresh meat, and we cook it. There ain't no problem with radiation, but as soon as he came out, he was just pouring rads off of him, and if I don't feed him, he's gonna die. But I'm getting sicker and sicker every day. I can't keep this up forever. And so I sent out the call for anyone who could maybe help us. And you all came.
I like see this like glowy little bundle of glow, and like first instinct is to just be like totally scientific, like, oh wow, well listen, this is a curiosity, and like go and like start like not dissecting the child, but like, you know, like examining it. And I'm gonna like, I think I move in with like a scientific fervor and then stop, and I'm going to.
Why don't we do it this way? She's kind of shy about that. As soon as you get closer, she like pulls back. She doesn't really want you too close to him.
I want to engage a Miss Nanny protocol if possible in like my like.
Why don't we do it this way? Yes, I'll give you that. But whoever's the highest in charisma, why don't you do some sweet talking on Mary Maggie here?
Well, we all know
who that
we all know
is.
whose job that is. Step up to the plate, Johnny.
Geez, so wait, what are we trying to accomplish here?
I'd say try to
shit
sweet
ain't me, I
talk her
can tell
to
you that
allow
much.
Mr. Microwave to sort of like examine the baby.
Can I give like a preface?
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like I might have said something while Mr. Microwave was approaching.
Hey, Maggie, look, this Mr. Microwave, he's nothing but gentle, and he can't be harmed by rats, so perhaps it'd be all right with you if Mr. Microwave could just get close and examine. He's got some advanced sensors and things. Might be able to give us some more information about how to best care for your little bundle of joy there.
And my pincers are recently sanitized.
Ma'am, he's only got the noblest of intentions. I think you got nothing to lose letting him take a look at your old little bundle of joy there.
She looks dubious, but go ahead and make me a persuasion roll, a charisma plus speech or whatever.
What was it? Charisma plus speech.
Yep.
Let's see here. Oh, that's
Difficulty
that's
one.
two-
I'll just give it-
two successes.
Boom! You generated action point. That's for you. Yeah, she kind of like frowns a little, but looks at you, and goes, "Well, all right, but just be gentle with him. Don't hurt him or nothing."
Ma'am, I assure you, I have the most best programming that you'll find from Robco and Vault-Tec University. And I stop and I'll look at the Joey as well and say, there's a few more subroutines kicking around in here that I think might be able to help your boy here. One moment, sir. With your permission, of course.
He kind of like gives you a silent nod. He's curious.
I like this guy, stoic type. I would like to do like a what the fuck is this baby roll? Can I
Give
roll
me
for
a
Christmas?
challenge 2,
Okay.
int plus medicine.
Oh yes, that is the other thing I'm really good at. Actually, quite good at this. I mean, last time I said that I jinxed it, but it's a difficulty 2. You said.
It is.
So I'm actually pretty good at this, rolling at a 15. But I'm gonna go ahead and spend one of our AP that we have, gentlemen.
All right.
The one that you just generated.
To try to really sink this home. So, target number is a 15. And we got, an interesting mix here. We got, we got 2 critical successes and 1 complication.
Oh.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
I got a 2.
Okay, no, I have this.
I got
I
a
like
2,
this.
a 7, and a 20.
I like this. So you boot up your nanny, Miss Nanny protocols.
Yeah, big
and
time.
start scanning this baby, and medical information is dumping into you. Like there are anomalies happening, and you're sort of registering it. But as time goes on, a few seconds of you scanning this baby, it starts to get very agitated very quickly.
Okay.
And Maggie's like, maybe I think you should. And as soon as that happens, a massive pulse explodes from this baby, knocking everyone, not prone, supine, except for Maggie. And I want you all to make, let's say endurance plus athletics checks.
Oh my goodness.
Difficulty 2. All of you.
Difficulty 2. Oh no, I'm not good at
boy.
this.
Not gonna go.
that's-
Not great.
It's gonna be a 7. I got 1 success.
Yeah, you're knocked supine, or I guess as best as
One
robot.
success.
That's a failure and a crit fail.
Ooh, okay.
I was not
Raj,
expecting explode baby.
Baby bomb.
Raj,
Baby
you are
bomb.
knocked. You are knocked supine, and you take 1 radiation damage.
Oof.
And you're also knocked out for 1 minute. You lose consciousness. Mr. Grant Rifleman, you are knocked supine and take 2 radiation damage
Oh,
and
ow.
unconscious for 5 minutes.
Don't like.
And Joey from outside the room, he kind of chuckles and goes, "Yeah, he does that. You should probably be careful."
Hold on, just am I knocked down even if I'm still by the entrance to the place? Because I like took a step back when I saw the baby through the
Oh yeah,
doorway.
yeah. All
Okay.
of your party had to make it, except for Duke, because he's a good boy, and I don't want to hit him with rad damage.
Oh,
That's fair.
thanks.
Because he's a good boy. No, he was off fucking around with Joey. He was giving him a sniff. So
Fair enough.
yeah. So when you all come to, Maggie looks a little bit more sick, and she goes, "Yeah, I told you like to be careful. What did you find out, Mister Microwave?" And
That is
here's
a
what you
great
did find
question.
out. Here's what you did find out.
Uh-huh.
The child is perfectly healthy in almost every way. He's pouring rads off of him like an unshielded reactor.
Okay.
So like Matt, 50 rads just pumping. Out
He's
of this
fucking
thing.
goosed.
Maggie, you don't know how long she's survived like this, but then as you're like putting the pieces together, you look behind the bassinet and in the room, and there's just bottles of Rad-X and Rad-Away.
Yeah, okay.
Pure, diluted, like anything that she can get her hands on. Home remedies. There's some moot fruit concoction,
Echinacea.
some salt. Yeah, she's used up the entire store probably
God.
for 200 miles of anti-rad meds. You also notice that this child has a couple extra organs that just don't exist in a human being.
Okay.
But other than that, his vitals are healthy for a child. He's well fed. You can tell that he's like, there are no deformities. There are no, he is in peak perfect physical health for an infant. One more thing that you also notice is his like genetic code, and you kind of picked up preliminary on immaculate. It's an immaculate.
You have nice genetic code.
This
Fine.
thing-
Am I the only one who's also subtly thinking that like this lady Maggie with just a little bit more rads is going to be a great like girlfriend for Yuri at some point in the distant future?
I'd rather not just bring that into canon. I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
yeah.
I mean,
I'm
she
gonna
might
be
go-
Yuri's rad girlfriend.
She might go
who's
ghoul.
married.
Okay, so yeah, fair enough. Okay, so baby is a superhuman of some sort. And I like what you did with the immaculate there. I see what you're doing here, and I like it. I like it a lot.
You like it? Yeah. So after all of that has been expounded, I should
Yeah,
say.
I relay all of that. Ma'am, your baby, I mean, despite the obvious anomalies here, is in quite good health, but I'm a little bit more worried about yourself. What do I know about how Maggie's looking?
Yeah, she starts to cough like pretty heavily, and you can tell like between the breastfeeding and the radiation, probably not getting a lot of sleep, she's in a bad way.
These
And she kind of
meds, they're-
gestures around in the room and says, well, you can tell my whole Band-Aid solution here was hopefully that I could pump myself full of Rad-X and use enough Rad-Away that he would just eventually grow out of it. But he's just getting stronger with the rads, and I can't do this much longer. I'll do it until I die, but that's going to be sooner rather than later. And when she says, I'll do it till I die, Rifleman, you notice that Joey just like grimaces and like wrings his hand around the muzzle of his rifle, and like he didn't like hearing that at all. And she says, there is one hope, but he's delayed by several days. There's a man, he's a trapper and a trader around these parts. He was supposed to swing by with some meds and maybe even a hazmat suit for us. But that was a few days ago, and we haven't seen him yet. His name is Sander Klaus.
Boo.
He's up. He normally winters up at the Bright Star truck stop, about
This is so good.
an hour or two hike up the road. He normally has a trade route that runs up to Wyoming that he runs in the spring, but he did us a favor and made a run in the winter to see if he could pick us anything up that might be able to help us. Yeah, he was supposed to be back 2-3 days ago, and we haven't seen hide nor hair of him. And I'm getting weaker here.
The
Grant struggles to get up off the ground. Or sorry, he's I'm unconscious for minutes.
You've woken up.
by this point, yeah.
Okay. Grant gets up off the ground. First thing I do is check on Duke. Duke maybe is concerned and like licking my cheek, trying to wake me up.
Yeah, we'll say that's how you kind of got
Yeah.
roused, came to.
Well, Miss, I hesitate to speak on behalf of my companions here, but we are moderately proficient at tracking people and helping bring people home. So it would be our honor and privilege if we could head out of this fine establishment and find this friend of yours, Sander.
She flashes you all the most beautiful smile you think you've ever seen. She's got bright eyes that kind of sparkle with tears. And she looks a little bit more full, a little less sickly when you say this. And she goes, I would bless you if I could, boys. And then she kind of puts her hand to her heart as she's like cradling her baby and just says, oh, bless you all. If you head north on the road that you came in on in about a couple hours, you should run across the Bright Star truck stop. It's the only building between, well, basically here in the next town up. So it'll be easy to find. I promise you that.
Maggie and Joey have just got one last question here. On the way in,
Reading
do you
my
know
mind.
of any creatures that are out there?
You see feral dogs. You see a Mirelurk carapace. You see like a couple of dog-like animals that you can't quite parse. Some pretty large mole rats. You figure one's a mole rat queen. And he goes, there's just a regular assortment out here, but be careful nonetheless. Around this time, when the snow starts to fall, we do get the winter wolves from up north that come down to hunt.
Winter wolves. Don't like that.
Yeah. He points to like one of the heads over the stink, and you see it's a probably 2 to 3 times larger than the average mutant dog head. And he goes, that one was the runt of the litter that I was able to take down and fed us for Maggie, how? Oh God, I was making slow cooked dog for like fucking 3 months off that thing. So
I cringe a little from that.
So you run a store too, hey? What would you figure one of them pelts? A couple caps if we brought that thing back skinned?
I mean, sure. I guess I can make a blanket or a throw. Dude, I am looking for meds for my wife. I don't give a fuck about a dog skin. Sure, go skin some fucking dogs.
Well, a baby this immaculate needs some swaddling clothes, does he not?
All right, fine. If you want to bring some fucking gifts back, fucking fine.
How about
and
3?
kinda start-
3 gifts?
Yeah, whatever, man. Like, fuck, you're stepping on my narrative pace here. Get the fuck out of my. And he kind of shoos you out of the Bethlehem Inn.
That's good. That's good.
All right, good luck, and God, please come back with something. I can't lose Maggie. And he kind
It's
of
all right. We're all very wise men.
He kind of picks his rifle up and strokes it, and just looks back in one final sentence, and he kind of like conspiratorially whispers to the 3 of you while you're out on on the road again. He goes, I don't know what I would do without her. All right, gentlemen. And with that, we will take a quick break. Please come back in 10 minutes for the peak and denouement of Do You See What I See? A Fistful of Neutrons. WGNR Christmas Special.
Spectacular.
WGNR News Radio.
We will be back as soon as I figure out how to switch the scene. Soon.
Soon. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for sticking with us through the break. If you're just joining us, you just missed the first half of the WGNR Fistful of Neutrons Holiday Special. Do you see what I see? Our intrepid adventurers made it to the town of Rand in the Colorado Rockies, met with Maggie, and her husband, Joey, and encountered a glowing, irradiated infant. They're now being sent farther north to the Bright Star truck stop to find a Mr. Sander Klaus and hopefully pick up some meds and perhaps a hazmat suit to help this young family. So yeah, as you guys leave the Bethlehem Motor Inn, heading north, the snow continues to fall heavily. It is real dark. You continue to travel through the dark night by Pip-Boy light and the illumination lamps on the top of Mr. Microwave. You've been given the directions. It's just due north on the road, and you should hit it within an hour of trekking. But you also know that there are creepy baddies crawling through the forest at this time of the year, and maybe you'd want to keep your wits about you.
You guys, this is probably about the Christmasiest shit that I can remember doing in a very long time.
Is that an adverb?
Christmasiest?
Christmasiest? Christmasiest?
It's been a while since I've had a Christmas myself, Mr. Grant. My master, we celebrated as many as we could after the bombs fell, but as time dragged on, it became harder and harder to find a reason to celebrate, sadly. But we always did our best.
Yeah. Okay. As you continue to move on, you, out of the corners of your eyes, continue to see those moonlight discs in the darkness flashing off in the woods here and there, never sticking around long enough that you could get a bead on them or take a shot. And as always, there's the ubiquitous howling in the background that sometimes you think might be wind, but other times is way too close to just be wind. You know that Sander Klaus usually traps and hunts around the Bright Star for the winter, and he should be there this time of year. As you press on, it's getting colder and darker, and the snow is not letting up. But up the road, probably a few hours, you can guess, you see it, can't miss it, with a huge dark star on the roof. You could scout the area a little bit, or approach if you want.
I was gonna say, like, could maybe on seeing this, the motel is good, but with the creepy crawlies out in the wilderness popping around, could we do like the equivalent of like an animal handling or like a tracking sort of thing to see, like, I want to get an idea, is this one beastie or perhaps a pack of beasties?
Sure. Why don't you give me intelligence plus animal handling?
Do you want some assistance from Duke as well?
I would. Well, there isn't an animal handling per se, but like, would this be like a survival-y type thing? Like, how do you? I want to like.
Yeah.
Kind of use my scanner again because it helps me.
There is an animal command act, isn't there?
There's command animal, but that's like me if I was like to tell Duke to do something.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I see. All right. You can give me, if Rifleman wants to do something else, you can give me let's go intelligence plus survival check.
Okay. That's not so bad. Yeah.
I can jury rig this as like you can kind of infer from the information that was given to you, like what's going on maybe.
Yeah, like I have a feeling that it's that, like, this guy talked about winter wolves coming down from the mountains. I think it might be that, but like, I mean, my old master was a fucking intrepid explorer. I know a thing or two about wolves. I want to know, like, am I dealing with like one big ass fucking wolf, or am I dealing with like one big ass pack of fucking wolves?
For sure.
My target number is an 8. How much difficulty am I going here?
2.
2? Okay. And can I get assistance from Duke on this too?
Yes.
You absolutely can.
Oh my sweet baby Jane, that is 2 criticals. Successes.
All right.
Hey.
Yeah, so you generate
Oh,
2 action points with that, correct?
I do.
And you succeeded. Wildly succeeded.
Yeah, what are the fucking odds of that? Well, I guess 2 in 40 or 1
So
in 20, but still.
using your
I don't know.
keen sensors and your triangulation on the howling, and based on the information that Joey gave you, you figure it's a small pack.
Small pack.
Maybe 3 to 6 animals, perhaps. And they're actively hunting you. They're
Hooray.
following you
Yeah.
360 degrees. They've got you surrounded, but they're just waiting, you think.
I relay this to Mr. Grant, and like I all of a sudden go like tactical. Like I haven't had a chance to like. Maybe in a former life, this is what I did for my master. I was like the equivalent of like a bird dog or something. But like, I like all of a sudden snap to reality. Oh, there goes gravity, and like to Grant, like in a way that you have definitely not encountered Mr. Microwave to like be so good. Normally, I'm just like a bucket of fucking floating bolts that's just like hum dum dum no daddy. But like I'm like, we've got 36 hostiles for north by northeast. Like all of a sudden, like giving you some good tactical information, and like even I'm kind of like, huh, that was a bit odd, wasn't it?
No, it's been a while.
where did that come from?
It's been a while. Old fashioned.
Yes, absolutely. How far from the actual building are we at this point?
You can see it. You're probably about 150 yards back. So you can barely make out its shape. But it's got a telltale dark star on top of it, which ironically is supposed to be lit up because it's the bright Star Trek star.
Dark star.
Gentlemen, I'm a bit concerned about being tracked here. Don't run, but let's start moving towards this building. Firearms up. Be ready.
Yeah, as you get closer, why don't Grant you give me a difficulty 1 perception check.
Perception check, diff 1. That's 1 success.
Yeah, absolutely. Your foot hits something. It's been covered in snow from the snowfall, but
Okay.
you reach down and kind of brush it off a little bit, and you can tell that it's the badly mutilated corpse of a mule. And it's got a harness on it, and a little copper tag on the harness that says Slasher.
And these doggies have been doing some work. Yeah, everyone keep your head in the
Yeah,
sand.
as you move closer, the light from Mr. Microwave illuminates sort of more of these figures in the snow, and as you kind of brush them off with your feet, you see Chancer, Fragger, Victim, Corvette,
Victim.
Stupid, Donger, and Blitzen.
Oh my goodness.
All mules, part of a mule team that was still lashed together and attacked, all dead.
Mule Team 6?
Mule team 6.
My
course it is.
God, this is a little bit grim, don't you think? What? Wait, the traitor, if he was supposed to be here, do you think this is his sleigh team?
We'll have time to think about that in a minute, my friend.
Of
You,
course,
you
yes.
all hear a very loud, very close howl, followed by a grunting, big, sort of rooting noise. Out in the darkness.
Start booking it for that fucking truck
Johnny,
stop.
you see really quickly, probably about 30 yards from where this mule team is, you see in an underhang, a sort of wasteland sleigh that's been jury rigged together with by shopping carts and old pieces of cars, and the runners are like big skis that have been lashed together and stuff. It's a winterized trading sleigh.
Okay.
I think I could see his sled over there. Let's go check it out.
And we're coming back momentarily. Hello, we are back. Uno momento, let it boot up, and we're back.
And we're back. Sorry about that.
Hey.
Team. It wouldn't be WGNR Fistful of Neutrons without a little technical
Without
difficulty.
some sort of glitch.
So yeah, you guys all hear a very large, very loud grunting noise and howls. A torch is actually a camp stove light is on the table. Looks freshly lit and it's flickering in the darkness in the room. You hear
Is there? Sorry.
you hear a banging from the back of the building.
Okay. Is there a door to close?
There is a door to close.
Once we're all inside, I will close the door quickly and see if I can't secure it somehow.
Good call.
Yep. It's pretty much just your standard like mercantile door, like a push pull door. You think that you could maybe put a broomstick through the handle, but you don't figure that anything moving quickly, you wouldn't be able to really fortify this door.
No, yeah, I'll just close it.
All right, yeah. That banging continues and you kind of hear muffled yelling.
Hello? Who's back there? Mr. Klaus?
From out front, the howling is so close, and you hear a thump and a scrape on the door that was just closed by riflemen. And again, towards the back of the building.
I head towards the back of the building with damn near childlike and reckless abandon.
Yeah, for sure. You approach a large, big, red blast door. Picture like in a vault or perhaps like in some sort of military complex or even like a submarine. This thing is a bright, big red hatch with a little window in it. And you hear banging coming from the hatch.
I bang back. Dum, dum, dum.
Okay, you see a face enter the window. It is a man with a ruddy red and white, long, kind of dirty beard, and he's trying to shout something at you, but you can't quite make it out through the window. He's shouting.
Are we able to open the blast door?
Yeah.
Is there a
You
mechanism?
give it a try, but it's locked, and he kind of just furiously shakes his head. No. And then he comes back like a split second later, and he's scrawling on a piece of like scrolled paper, and he presses it to the door window, the hatch window, and it just says 2 words: Yao Guai. And with that, a Yao Guai bursts through the front door. Enter initiative.
No!
Fucking Yao Guai.
Yao Guai.
Yao Guai, no!
Yao Guai.
Yao Guai, no Guai. Okay.
No Guai.
Wow.
Initiative -10. It's not very good, I don't think.
17. Da, da, da.
That's
Okay.
fucking good.
Yeah.
11.
All right. Let me just jot these down real quick. 17 for Grant. And sorry, it was 13 for Mr. Microwave.
10 for Mr. Microwave.
Okay.
The feeling I'm going to be last.
And 11 for Johnny. Okay,
Correct.
it's top of the order being Grant. Grant, go ahead. You just see a very large, incredibly irradiated bear bursts through the front door, and it is fucking pissed.
Dookie boy, Yaguai for dinner.
I am going to quick draw. I'm going to draw my weapon without using a minor action, which is very fun. And I'm going to aim as my minor action and shoot. I don't want to shoot the Yaguai in the face. I feel like that's rude. I'm going to try to, but it is a bear. I'm going to shoot it in the face is what I'm going to do. I changed my mind. But I am close range, right? This isn't like medium distance. I don't
this
think.
thing burst in through the front door. You're fighting in a fucking basement.
Yeah, okay, it's close combat. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna buy an action point.
It's all elbows.
We
we're
have
losing
two
outfit over
currently,
here.
so you can have one for free.
Okay, I'll just have an action point. That'd be
Go
sweet.
ahead.
That's a 14 is my target, I guess. That is only one success, but because I aimed, I'm gonna re-roll one of those.
Sure.
Oh my god, only one success.
All right. That is. Sorry, I've been on the other side of this.
It's not. It should be. It's probably a difficulty 1 creature for the hit of it.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
Defense 1.
Yeah, 1. It's big.
Okay.
Big
yes,
stuff is usually easy to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
hit it. Go ahead and roll armor or roll damage.
I would have used my magnum, but this rifle does 7 combat dice.
That rifle, does it have a drawback at close range? Are you at disadvantage?
No, it doesn't say so.
Okay.
It's just range medium. So it definitely does. It does piercing 1 3 times, but I think after the first one that doesn't count.
Yeah.
Just
So
so
it's
we're
1,
clear,
2,
right,
3,
guy,
4, 5, 6.
if it's medium, does he take a penalty because this is close? Because it's one
it will
outside.
it will be a difficulty 2 to hit. In fact.
Oh, I miss.
Yeah.
I
you
miss
missed.
then.
You
If
go to
it's a
quick
medium
draw
range
and you're
weapon.
fucking shocked. You turn around and this thing bursts through the door, and yeah, just a rim fire.
I should have used my magnum. Boo. Next turn, whoever.
Yeah, so that you can still move, but really there's nowhere to go. This thing, you got a door behind you that's securely locked, and
Yeah.
it's standing in the only other exit.
Well, fuck nuggets.
Fuck nuggets indeed. Okay.
All right, so next up is the Yaoguai.
Fuck.
It's
Oh,
it is not stoked that you just shot it. So
Sorry, pal.
yeah, no, it's going to attack you back. It's going to bum rush you and charge you
It's not good.
and give you an old swipey swipe with its claws. Its target
Hooray.
number is 14.
I have a
So-
defensive 2.
Okay, I hope that's a 4 and a 5, so that both hit.
Oh.
ooh.
This gold hit, I don't
And-
want to know what this thing does for damage.
And target number is 14, so that hits.
Get ready.
Damage.
Did you say target
dice-
numbers of 14?
Fuck.
Oh no!
He-
Melee
Ooh.
damage is 5, so it gets 5 damage dice
Oh,
on you.
only 5 dice. That's nice.
Okay, well,
Only 5.
From the
that's
guy
3
who deals out
misses.
7 damage per shot. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
3
never to
misses.
myself.
You take 3 damage, but I believe it is reduced by your armor, correct?
Yeah, I do have at least Fizdam reduce 1 everywhere.
There you
So
go.
okay.
Okay, so you take 2 damage, and this thing, is right up in your grill. It took a swipe across your torso and sort of knocked you back into the wall.
Fuck.
That's a big oof.
Yow. Guai.
Yeah. For its minor action,
It decides to have mercy on us.
Yeah, it's like,
no,
I'm just going to take
it's-
off, actually.
For its minor action, it's going to rear back onto its back feet above you.
Oh,
So now how tall are you, Grant?
like 5'11" or something.
Yeah, this thing's a good 2-3 feet above you.
Oh, he totes does. Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of feet.
That was
Yeah.
a good bear sound.
That was a great bear sound, actually. Yeah.
It was.
So now, Johnny, you're up, buddy.
So at what range am I to this thing? What would it be?
Everybody in
Close?
close combat with this.
You
Okay.
can smell its breath.
Yeah.
My double barrel shotgun is a close range weapon.
Fucking A it is.
Let her
It
buck,
sure
bud.
is.
So I think Johnny's gonna do a little shooty shoot with the boom boom stick.
Yes, sir.
So my target numbers. What's the difficulty of this challenge to shoot it? Just one?
If it's a close range weapon and its defense is 1, then yeah, it would be difficulty 1.
It's just a 1.
All right. Target number's 11. Let's see what we get. Oh, woof. So those no successes, but I think I'm gonna spend a luck point and re-roll one of those.
I think that you should. I think
not
you
a
should
bad
really do that.
I think that I will. Thank you very much. Oh, hey, that's a success.
Hey!
We
Hey.
did
Perfect.
it.
You hit it. Roll them beautiful damage dice.
Big money. Okay, so that's 6 damage dice for the double barrel shotgun.
Let it buck.
Pew. Math rocks.
Math rocks, baby. 6 is a good amount of damage, actually.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage, and 3 of them have effects.
What are the effects?
Let's see. I don't. Oh, actually, no, it doesn't.
I think shotgun is spread. So
Spread,
You deal
yes.
half the damage on top again.
Okay, so how much damage do you do in total?
That was 2, 3, 4, 5 damage in total.
So then it'd be an extra rounded. I think it's rounded down, unfortunately. So
Yeah.
it would be
So 2.5, so 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel that this isn't that effective, and you maybe only did, 80% of that damage.
Ooh. Squirtle used water gun. It's not very effective.
It's not very effective.
That's the best
and
gun I
so
have.
Now this bear has a ass full of buckshot and kind of reacts and turns to face you, angry.
Ruh-roh.
Mr. Microwave.
I was afraid that might happen.
Mr. Microwave, do something.
Ah, crap nuggets. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do.
Flamethrowers.
I'm going to flame on this thing. I'm gonna go ahead.
Okay. I love this. I just want you to really think about it.
I
Do
didn't
you
ask
want
how
to
big the
flame
room
on?
was.
Okay.
I said I cast fireball. I'm going to spread this thing because I have a shit ton of special effects on this. It doesn't have to deal burst damage if I don't want it to. I can make it do persistent damage instead. So it doesn't have to.
And the
hit.
flamer is an area of effect weapon, is it not?
It is. Yeah. The flamer deals 4 damage. It can spread, same as the shotgun, so deal damage to the same target, or I can make it persistent damage, so I deal damage again at this thing's end of its next turn, or I can make it burst, so I can choose which effect I
so you
want
don't
it to do.
necessarily have to set all of your friends in this room on fire.
No, and even if
Not all
I
of
do
them.
decide to go burst, it only affects one other person. It's not the same
Okay.
as Yuri's Sherlock Ohms that deals damage to fucking everyone all the time.
Okay, let's hope you don't set your friends on fire. Roll them dice.
I am really
Roll them
hoping. Let's see. My target number is a 14. Actually,
This is the season of hope.
This is the season of flaming and giving. I got 1 success with a 9.
Hey.
And I'm going to for sure boost my damage on this. So I deal 5 clickety-clack math damage rocks. Dealing, only... That's more like it. Okay, so I deal 4 damage, and I will... I got 1 special effect, and I'm going to make it... persistent damage. So at the end of this thing's next turn, unless it spends a major action to try to put the fire out, it is on fire.
Okay, it doesn't like that. You hear just another.
And it's energy damage if that helps any of the resistance.
You do a good chunk of damage. It does seem to resist a little bit of it, but now this thing is on fucking fire.
Don't know if that was a good idea, but I lit it on fire. Okay, good.
Absolutely. So back to the top of the order, Grant. You are a little bit rattled, but now the back of this flaming bear is turned to you. What do you do?
Yeah. Well, I give my head a shake. Finally, realize that I have a pistol. The problem is I have 0.44 rounds from our last actual real life game.
Oh no,
Overseer,
this is in the
precious.
future. This is in the future. It's a tale of future.
Okay, so
times.
Is it fair to
Days of
say
Future
that I'd
Past?
have bullets for the gun
You
that
have-
I would
you
have
have
had?
bullets for that.
Okay,
44.
Yeah, I mean, you'd
perfect.
at least
Okay.
have 1 cylinder's worth of fucking ammo in it, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna quick draw my 44, letting the rifle just be hanging on its sling. It's not quite my best way to do it, but I'm gonna go ahead and shoot that Yaguai. This is another close range shot with my 44 pistol.
Yes.
Yeah.
The range is close this time, so I'm not quite derping so hard. I don't want to screw up again, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy or spend an action point, whichever. If you have anything banked, I'll use
do.
that.
You
Otherwise,
You have one left.
One, yes.
okay, let's do that one.
You're down to none.
Get 'em.
Down to none. Story of my life. All right. Okay, so it's 1 success and 2 19s. Whoa. Oh wait, I aimed. So I'm gonna reroll.
Yep.
Okay, so crit success. Crit success and a success on a tag skull.
Hey. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, go ahead and roll your damage die.
Okay, sure will. That's it's only 6. Oh, woe is me.
This thing punches.
Only.
Yeah, this thing smokes. Oh, no, it's not that good. 4 damage.
Yeah, you do damage.
Yeah.
You fire.
sure
You
this-
fire
there's
this
a bear.
thing. It's hard to miss. It's a
Cool.
flaming bear. You
Yeah, there's a
fire
flaming bear
into its
standing
back.
10 feet from me. Cool.
Hard
That's
to
cool.
not hit it.
You hear the hearty thump of it go into its flank, but this thing kind of doesn't pay too much mind to it.
Oh,
It's on
God, we're
fire
gonna
and
die.
pissed off.
Okay, that's it for Grant. Grant may
Yeah.
void himself shortly.
Yeah.
It's the Yaogai's turn. Yaogai takes
Yay.
it's on its rear hind legs. It's gonna go ahead and try to bite Johnny.
Of
My
course.
target number is 14.
How could you?
That's a double success.
Oh.
And you're gonna take an amount of damage.
A low amount of damage?
You're gonna take oh no, Johnny. You're gonna take 3 damage, and you're going to suffer an injury to your head.
Oh, you mean worse than the injury that he's already got to his head?
Yeah, this is a non-narrative injury. You got bit in the fucking head, and you are rattled. One could say maybe concussed or in shock.
So does my physical resistance resist 2 of those damages then?
It does.
So, but I still incur the injury, of course.
You do.
So
You say it was
Okay.
3 damage, so you take 1 and the injury.
Okay, there we go. Interesting. That also could have been worse by the sounds of things.
It could have been very much worse.
It sounds like he scrambled his eggs there.
It
Does
does
Johnny
a
still
little
does Johnny still get a turn or?
Johnny gets a turn, but you are concussed, quote unquote.
Interesting.
I might have something for this out of combat, but it'll have to be out of combat.
So Johnny in his concussed state is going to unholster his pool cue as his melee 2-handed weapon, and he's gonna take a swing at the Yaogwai with that bad boy to see what he can get there.
I like it.
Absolutely.
He's a little bit in desperation mode, but hey, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, give us that. It's a 1 difficulty, so give us your.
It's pretty desperate right now.
So that's 1 success, which is pretty
roll
good.
Roll that beautiful damage die.
Here we go. Ooh, 1 damage with effect, but there's no effects for the pool cue.
Yeah, you are like buck nastied by this thing, and go to take a swing at it, and the pool cue just comically bounces off its shoulder.
Yeah.
It is now Mr. Microwave. Your go.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to use my Mr. Handy Buzzsaw, and I'm going to try to take charge at this thing. So I'm going to. It's. Oh wait, if it's on fire, it needs to take another 4 points of fire damage that I dealt to it.
Oh yes,
at the
you
end
are
of
correct.
last turn, 'cause it's
It takes some damage.
Okay.
Yes.
Tight.
It takes an amount of
It
damage.
takes an amount of a large
It
amount
takes an
of
amount
damage.
of
Yeah, okay.
Significant.
While
amount
it's
of
on fire, I'm going to like just charge into it. I'm gonna bust off and just go fucking hell bent for leather on this thing. Kick it up full speed and just try to drive it into the side of this thing's ribs.
Roll me that beautiful bear footage.
It is bare footage. I'm looking for a 12. It's not great, but it could be worse.
Trying to give him the McRib.
Okay, so that's a hit and a complication.
Oh.
Yeah, no, you definitely hit, and you saw deeply into the thick hide of this bear.
Mm-hmm.
But it's tangled and nasty and irradiated, and just clogs the shit out of that. That Mr. Handy Buzz.
Is he attached now?
No,
Is-
the buzz blade is just kind of gooped up. It's sending gooped up.
Okay,
It's Sanjay gooped
it's Sanjay gooped up. Okay, cool.
So to use it again, you'll have to take a minor action to clear it.
Okay, fair enough. Then I will. Then I will just roll damage dice on this thing. Then I guess.
Please do.
That's pretty fucking slick. I deal 5 damage, and one of
Okay.
it is piercing. So it's gonna go
Hey.
through defense.
Okay, that's good.
Indeed, I
You
thought it
deal-
would be.
You
And then
deal
I
an
actually.
amount of damage.
I actually haven't spent my minor action this turn, so can I spend it this turn to unclog it, or do I have to do it on my next turn?
You can use it this turn. You can
Okay,
unclog it this turn.
then
You haven't
I-
used your minor action, so
Then I will do that. Then I will take, after like taking the strip out of this thing, I'll just be like, jeez, that's pretty gross, and just like pincer like out in blobs, goops of this stuff, and then like try to get it
it's
back
pretty
going.
nasty.
I'll sledgehammer mechanic it against my own metal to try to free it up, and that's gonna be I don't have any items worth using. Turn. That's it.
Okay, we would normally go to the top of the order at Grant, but at this, 2 figures smash through the front windows of this truck stop. They are large, snarling, black, canine-like animals. One knocks, you're concussed, Johnny, so one knocks Johnny to the ground, stands on his shoulders, stands like on top of him, snapping and biting as you're trying to block yourself. And the other one comes through the window and is looking for a target. So, Johnny, for all intents and purposes, you are all locked up with a big fucking wolf.
Target the
wintertime.
door. Target the door.
A winter wolf,
Target
one
the
could say.
door.
Okay, Grant, it is your go. 2 new animals have just entered the fray.
What?
All right. Well, fuck sausages. I gotta shoot this bear dead first. I mean, these wolves are probably just as scary as the Yaogwai is, basically. But yeah, sure. I'm gonna shoot the Yaogwai again. I'm not giving you any more action points, though. Bad overseer.
For sure.
You know what you did.
You know what you need. Go to your room.
2 successes.
Yeah, absolutely. Roll that damage dice.
All right. I'm just kidding. You're not. Please don't punish me for saying that.
Please, overseer, don't
No,
Please don't-
don't make this more difficult than it is.
5 damage.
You do an amount of damage.
I do an amount. This bear. Holy crap.
That. Okay.
This bear.
I mean, we've been chipping
This
away at it.
bear.
It's got to be doing
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, sure.
It's
Chipping away at
it's
an
now the
iceberg with a
Yaogwai. It's now
toothbrush.
the Yaogwai turn. The Yaogwai is not super stoked, having been shot again. Continues to be on its hind legs, drops to all fours, and charges you, Grant.
Oh shit. I'd give him a hug if I didn't think he'd be an asshole.
Claws moving, or jaws moving, I should say, towards your very delicate body.
I am delicate.
Ooh, that's a crit success and another success. So that's 2 successes.
Oh.
Do I hit? I think I hit.
I think
Yeah,
with
yeah,
3
yeah.
successes, that'll probably do it.
My defense is only 2, but I wish it was like 109.
Okay, we're gonna roll these 5 beautiful damage.
It's 110 damage.
Oh wow, that's 4 damage.
Ouch.
Well, at least it gets reduced by 1.
And you are now pinned up against the wall between
No
this
shit, I'm pinned.
Yao Guai, having been charged having charged at you, and yeah.
The
Now
Yao
it's
Guai
Winter
can
Wolf's
see
turn.
the Yao Guai can see the compound fracture of one of my ribs sticking out, and I definitely have blood all over me. Some might say I am bloodied.
Ooh.
It is the Winter Wolves' turn. The Winter Wolves. Johnny, can you make me or I'm gonna go ahead and roll. First off, the guy that's on top of you does a
Backflip,
Yeah.
barrel roll.
Yeah, no, that hits. Actually, what's your defense, Johnny?
It's not great. It's a 1.
That definitely hits then.
Ooh.
Johnny the Tank?
Like my defense
you're
stat
gonna
or my
take-
actual physical resistance? Because my armor does 2, but my
You're just gonna
defense
take-
number is a 1.
You're going to take 1 damage, but I believe that's negated.
Okay.
So this thing bites down on your arm and pins you. You now are only using 1 arm.
The fuck?
Other Winter Wolf sees Johnny pinned, sees Grant pinned, and goes after Mr. Microwave.
Boo. Okay. Bring
That's
it.
1 success. What's your defense?
Ah, fucking. It's gotta be 1. If it's not 1, it's nothing. It's 1. Yeah.
Hey,
If it's not nerf, it's nothing, and does 1 damage to you. Bites
Okay.
onto you.
I have two physical resistance on all of my metallic body.
Okay,
There you
well, then
go.
it just latches onto one of your pincer arm. It latches onto your pincer.
Oh yeah.
And you can't use that no more.
You're lucky pincer.
that's my. I just
That was my
realized
good
this one.
arm. Yeah.
All right, now it's Johnny's turn. Johnny, go.
Okay, Johnny is going to spend a luck point and activate the mysterious stranger.
Actually,
This
I
is-
love the way that this is narratively playing out. So I'm gonna tweak that a little bit, but yes, go ahead and do it.
Oh yeah,
Population 7.
because he's all jammed up. And then I guess would it be a strength and athletics check for me to kind of like wrestle at least my arm back to
100%
myself?
it would. Go ahead and give that to me.
There we go. Give it to me, baby. So the target number is a 7. And oh my god, I rolled 2 20s.
Oh, no.
That's the opposite of what I hoped
So
for.
it's super duper complication that
Oh
you can't get
my
out of.
God.
Excuse me.
Mysterious
That is the
doofus.
That is the worst. Yeah.
Guy shows
Here you
up,
go,
shoots
dum dum.
himself.
It's because of the concussion. His brain is all scrambled.
Yeah, no. The complication is as you're trying to wrench out of this thing's jaws, its teeth are in you, and you take 1 damage from just trying to release from its iron grip.
That's fair.
But you can't. Your
Tough
arm is
but
getting
fair.
torn up in the process. Now you
Tough but
activated the
fair.
mysterious stranger, which is perfect because it plays so narratively. You hear the sound of a wheel turning, steel on steel. And you hear a big, hearty voice say, "Get down!" And the room is filled with light and thunder. It is deafening. You hear the mysterious stranger, being a man you've never met yet, the man from inside the hatch, starts unloading on the room with a chain gun, a minigun.
Fuck yeah!
And he's going to take that bitch for a walk.
Do it.
And technically, I'm using one of the action points generated by an NPC for this. So it really costs you nothing.
I
For
like
free.
it.
I love free.
Oh my
free
god,
minigun
that's a crit
attack?
success, a 2 on a tag skill, and another success.
Fucking Santa Claus has a tagged big gun skill?
It's
That.
Wow.
His name is Sander Klaus.
Sander Claus.
Sander Klaus.
Sander
For
Klaus.
copyright reasons.
Post-it note.
Yeah.
Post-it note.
that
Sander
is a-
Klaus.
It's beard facet.
Beard Fassé. I'm not going to tell you how many combat dice are on this unique game gun, but it's a lot.
Is it a lot?
Oh.
And Johnny
Oh my
turns
God.
that into 2 critical
4,
fails.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with status effects. Okay.
Stacks on stacks.
That is.
So,
Okay.
yeah, he opens up on the Winter Wolves and the Yao Guai, hitting all of them. Everyone is knocked prone or otherwise being blocked by bad guys. So he just fucking starts pumping rounds. And you see a red Irish setter bolt from behind him through the door and launch itself at the winter wolf that has knocked Johnny prone, biting it on the gruff of the neck and ripping it off. And the two dogs just start instantly circling each other in the small room, snapping at each other.
Dogfight.
So Johnny, you are free now.
Hooray!
It is top of the order. Grant, you are a
Wait,
go.
I didn't get my go.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Handy.
It's-
Mr. Microwave,
it's
go ahead.
Bottom of the order because I go last because I'm the best
Yes, my
in combat.
apologies.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All good. I am okay. So remind me, the minigun went into the fucking everybody that isn't us, or did it just go into the Yao Guai?
Everyone that isn't you. It pumped rounds into the Yao Guai and the Winter Wolves.
Okay, how's that Yao Guai looking?
Yao Guai's looking rough. Not gonna lie. Yao Guai's looking rough.
Yao Guai's looking rough. Okay.
But was he looking rough when he walked in the place? Boom, boom.
I'm going to.
I know.
I'm going to aim and take another. No, I'm not going to aim. I'm going to flame on again and go for the Yao Guai. Yeah, I'm gonna flame on and aim for the Yao Guai again. And that's what I'm gonna do. Target number is a 14.
Give it a go.
Booyah! 2 successes, 14 and a 4.
Yep, go ahead and roll those damage
Action
dice.
Point City, I am going to go ahead and spend an extra ammo to make 5 damage dice at not
Hey.
great. Wow.
Not
okay.
good.
That's not super awesome. That is 1 single damage, but I am going to go ahead and make it be none of my effects really matter at this stage of the game. So it's still on fire, but now it's just slightly more on fire.
Very
I
nice.
needed to take damage at the end of my turn because it's now on fire.
Aha! Yes.
And you did
so
how much damage to it?
That was only 1 damage, unfortunately.
Yao Guai looking real rough, boys. Yao Guai looking real rough.
Oh, come on.
Grant,
Okay.
it's your go.
I'm gonna take the 44 Magnum that's in my hand.
And I'm going to hold it up to the bear's head. And with a crotchety back that's half broken, I'm going to rest my forehead against its face and say, "Thank you for your sacrifice. We'll both enjoy the steaks."
Give it. Pump
And
it.
I'm rolling. I'm buying an action point because I can't
Ooh.
fuck up after a line.
After something ice cold like that, yeah.
Icy cold. And okay, 2 successes.
Fuck
Point
yes.
blank
roll-
with the
roll me
44.
that
Yeah.
damage dice.
All right.
I will do.
I will enjoy the steaks. I promise you that.
Get him good, bud.
So long and thanks for all the steaks.
So long. man.
Oh,
Thanks for everything.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage.
Yeah, so you rest your 44 against this thing's forehead. Pull the trigger, hammer claps down, sending the round directly into its forehead, and it ricochets and exits out of its left eye. This thing gives a pained and kind of collapses on the floor. Black, sticky blood spreading out from its new wound.
You.
You have solved my Yao Guai puzzle.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Are the dire wolves
Yeah,
dead?
what's
Did
the
they get
wolves
shot
doing?
all to
No,
hell?
they're still kicking.
Okay.
Oh, they're still okay.
Alright,
Good.
alright,
Okay.
alright.
Well, not good, like yay, but like okay.
Okay, good.
Understood. Oh, good, good.
Oh, good.
Understood. Oh, awesome. That's fucking terrific.
Lovely.
Like, it's sweet. Yeah, that rules.
Yeah, it's now actually it should have been the Yao Guai's turn, but he's gunner.
He's
So
my
it
steak
goes
for tomorrow.
down to the Winter Wolves. Winter Wolves 1 attacks the red Irish setter, hitting, doing no damage, whiffing entirely on his damage rolls. So that sucks.
You poor
And
bastard.
and the second Winter Wolf is going to attack you, Mr. Microwave.
Okay.
That's 2 successes, doing 1, 2, 3 physical damage.
Okay. I take damage with my resistance.
I take
Okay,
damage.
It is now the red Irish setter's turn. Red Irish setter attacks Winter Wolf back And crit success with another success. So that's a big old walloping. Red Irish Setter does 2 damage, so not terrible. To Winter Wolf, 1. And now it is Johnny's turn.
All right. Johnny's gonna switch back to the double barrel shotgun and shoot whichever of the wolves is closest to him.
Yeah, the one that's engaged with the Irish Setter.
Yeah. Am I shooting into combat? Is that gonna be a complication of sorts, or can I
No, you'll be
rely?
fine. You're
Okay.
good. You're good.
Okay. I'm just gonna take a shot. See what we get. Target number is 11. Oh, that's 2 successes, and one of them is a success on a tag skill. So I rolled a 4 and a 10. So
Booyah.
that's 3 successes.
You roll me. Okay, I will put those in your action pool. Give me a damage dice.
Here we go.
Forget math rocks. How about some arithmetic rocks?
Mm.
I got some numbers for you.
Oh boy. 4.
Ooh.
Oh, Boise.
Oh boy.
7 damage with 3
Whoa.
subject to damage effects.
Oh.
With the
Yeah,
shotgun.
Shotgun.
That's
Spread.
Yeah, the Winter
That's
Wolf
a
that you
lot of-
aim at
yeah.
evaporates. It's
Excellent.
its abdomen and part of its rib cage just, and it makes a pained
Up.
and kind of just thumps over down,
Oh.
and just instantly this Irish Setter doesn't even look back and like leaps towards the other wolf.
Permission for Johnny to have delivered a tagline while delivering that shot.
Permission granted, soldier.
That Christmas ain't canceled.
Yeah.
Johnny's convinced that this guy Santa Claus is maybe someone else
Yeah.
in his
Perfect.
mind.
Fuck
In
yeah.
his mind.
In his mind.
It is now actually Sander Klaus's turn,
Oh.
but you see him fiddling with his gun and trying to clear it. God damn it! Fuck! Every goddamn time. And that's his turn. He's just trying to get the
Okay.
fucking barrel cleared on his very weird, very ornate gun.
The fucking Christmas one or M134. Very nice.
And then it goes to Mr. Microwave.
Okay, well, I will, seeing that there is this dog in close combat with this other wolf, I will, Mr. Microwave charges in. I will jump on in there. I'm going to aim with my minor action, and then I'm going to buzzsaw the shit out of this guy. So that means I can roll an extra dice if I fuck this up, hitting on a 12.
Extra dice.
That is a crit success and a success.
Perfect. Give me that damage dice.
I will
Hey,
give that
damage
damage
dice.
dice. I can't boost this at all. It's gonna be 4 damage dice. Oops. Well, won't count that one because it fell on the floor. I do
4 dice.
2 damage and 1 is piercing.
Okay, so you do 3 damage. This thing looking real rough. In fact, so much so that it looks around, sees that the Yaogwai is done, and its compatriot Winterwolf is deceased as well, and does something weird. You see this dog do a quick calculation, and he really quickly jumps over, grabs something off the Yaogwai, and books through the door into the darkness. You are dropped out of initiation and out of combat. An incredibly large man holding what looks to be, if a pipe chain gun could exist, like a pipe rifle chain gun
Okay.
existed, that's what this is. It's mostly wood and copper pipe. It's painted gold filigree on the wood. It's very ornate. It's very beautiful. But you can tell this thing is handmade, handcrafted. He goes, I imagine that Maggie and Joey sent you. Quick, we don't have much time. into the bunker. Get in here.
Oh yeah, we go for sure.
Oh,
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. As soon as you're through, he whistles out, real loud whistle, and goes, Rudy, get the fuck back in here.
Yes.
And the red Irish setter jumps through the door, and the instant he's through the door gets slammed and the wheel gets turned shut. He goes, listen, I appreciate you coming for me. I thought I was a goner for sure. They had me here for days. I think that they were trying to fucking starve me out. Can you believe that? Animals like this were trying to fucking starve me out. I couldn't leave, or else they'd come back in. I've been locked in my workshop here. And he turns his hands, and you just see a bunch of like lovingly taken care of pre-war tools all around.
That's so
There's machine
good.
benches. There's like a bandsaw. There's a drill press, like metal drill press. He's got cartridge loaders for a gun. Like he's got everything in here that a trapper survivalist you would think. I thought I was gonna die in here. We didn't have any fucking food. I didn't think to grab any before I jumped in. I didn't have much time. They all descended on us. Then they killed my mule team. All my mule deer out there are fucking dead. And then it fucking dragged off the shit that I brought up from Wyoming out into the wilderness there about 2 days back. If you hadn't have come along, I would have starved to death. And he kind of looks down at Rudy. And he goes, I'm really happy. And he kind of scruffs Rudy's neck. He goes, I'm really happy it didn't come to that. Thank you, boys. I owe you one.
Well, there's enough meat outside your door here. You're gonna be eating for weeks. You say you dropped your goods, or your goods were attacked somewhere, hopefully not too far from here. Is that right?
I don't think so. The fucking sack was heavy. It couldn't have gotten far. It was 300-400 pounds of gear at least. And the fucking thing took the whole sack right off the back of my sled and went right up into them there hills. I don't know. How's Maggie? How's Maggie and Joey doing, and the little baby one there?
Well, the baby, despite being full of all kinds of organs that I've never even seen on any medical textbook before, and a good deal of radiation, seems to be actually surprisingly in good health. But it's the mother and the father that I'm more concerned about. The proximity
How's Maggie
to the child.
looking? She was rough the last time I saw her.
That would be about a fair assertion. Rough would be putting it mildly, sir.
He walks over and looks at a handmade calendar and crosses off another day. And it looks like that an entire week has been blocked out, and he crosses off the last day of this week, and he goes, she ain't got another one left. All right, boys. I can't go with you. I'm too old and too slow, and I gotta fucking clear this piece of shit gun. And he kind of puts it up on the desk, and it says Lancer on it in a very big gold plate, but the L fell off. The L falls off as he puts it on the desk, and he goes, "Oh, fucking no L, god damn it." And he goes, "You boys." He opens up a trunk and he tosses you some meds and some repair scrapping stuff. So you can stay here for a little bit to get yourself patched up, I should say. But I gotta send you on your way. I can give you directions on where that thing went.
Yeah, directions would be good. But hey, listen, incidentally, if it would help with your gun, I can lend you my my multi-tool here. It looks like you've got a lot of things, but sometimes a multi-tool is just that one tool you need.
He kind of gestures behind him. He's like, "Yeah, I'm pretty good without your Swiss Army knife there, champ. But thank you. We ain't got fucking time
Fair enough.
to be tinkering around with this fucking gun." And he kind of hits it again. And he goes, "I gotta send you off. Here, there's some stim packs in here. Should treat you up. That bear fucking near scalped you, boy." and gestures to John.
Yes, sir. I made it myself.
Great.
Yeah, like he doesn't. He's got no idea what's going on.
So after a short time where you kind of tend to your
Short
wounds
rest.
and pack your guns and like get everything all sorted out, Sander kind of continues to tinker with his gun, but he tells you if like Maggie and Joe, they came years ago. They escaped from the Legion and run a Legion town far to the south. They both bear the scars and the brand of the Legion.
That's
you
what
can
Buddy's
see on
knuckles
there.
were all about.
That's what Buddy's
He's a pit
knuckles were all
fighter.
about. And in the final days of the Legion, they were desperate, and all firstborn were taken to be raised in Caesar's Legion. It was a desperate attempt to bolster numbers. Maggie and Joe realized that if they were to stay in the territory, they would never have a family, and they vowed to escape. That's what brought them up here all those years ago. He says, they're a good family. They treat me right. They've put me up through more than a few storms, and they've always been good to Rudy here. You got to do everything you can to get that shit back. So, narratively, heal yourselves up.
I was gonna
All
say,
injuries.
Okay, yeah.
All injuries
like
taken care of.
Sweet. All right.
You have enough stim packs for all you to get full back up. And he opens the door again, and like, he's a big man, but like he struggles to like kind of push this bear off to the side. He says, "I'll butcher some of this up if you ever come back. You stop on your way back to the Bethlehem Inn, and I'll have something for you." He says, "But here you go, gentlemen. The path that they took off, it seems to be a straight shot right off the highway there. And sure enough, you see trees bent and broken, and even through the snowfall, like a deep gouge through the snow, where a sack has been drug up into the wilderness."
Okay.
And he kind of gives a smirk and a smile to you, and you can kind of see his red and white beard kind of twitch a little bit, and he says, "You boys go be naughty." And he sends you off on your way.
Hey,
Mr. Naughty Microwave.
Mr. Naughty Microwave.
Ooh.
That's it.
Yeah, so like you guys set off. It's
100%.
still middle of the night. It's still real pitch black, but you can make it by Mr. Microwave's headlights and the Pip Boy. You can see where this deep gouge is going up, further up into the mountain pass off the main highway there.
I'd love to see, now that we've been around Mr. Sander Klaus for a while, if Duke can catch that scent, because I imagine the sack would have the same scent.
Yeah, for sure. Let's say that you had this idea before you left, and he kind of gives you. He walks on over to one of the mule deer, and he kind of rips off a handkerchief that was around its neck.
Yep.
And he's like,
Okay.
"Oh man, you were always my favorite victim." And he hands it over to you, and he says, "This'll have the scent. Fucking, you can't get mule stink out of damn near anything." And sure enough,
Mule stink.
Mule stink.
and yeah, sure enough, Duke gives it a sniff, and like a pointer, he's off, and you can follow him.
Okay. We follow, definitely.
I'll follow.
Yeah, let's go get him.
I'm gonna encourage him not to be like too fast, not like super fast.
Grant, give me a perception plus survival check, please.
Absolutely. That's a 10 target. Crit success and an 18.
Excellent.
It is not a tag skill, so
No problem. There is a murder of crows following you, a large amount of crows.
Ooh.
And you don't think that this is normal at this time of year to have this many crows kind of jumping from tree to tree as you move. You look up and you can hear them quietly cawing, and as you get a little bit further away, they flap up and perch in trees just ahead of you, watching you as you come.
Yeah, all right.
What's with the animals in this forest?
That's a great question.
Can I roll for Christmas on these animals? Because there's.
Give me an intelligence plus science check.
Oh, I've got these.
I could have sworn you were going to ask him to give you a spoopy roll.
Give me a spooky
Roll for spoopy. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do that, which is a target of 13 actually. We've got 4 action points. I'm gonna take one.
Okay.
Do we have 4 action points, or do we have 3? How many do we have over here?
1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5.
Then we have 9 action points. Okay, I'm gonna
That's
take one,
many.
and I'm going to spend that to.
No, I think you have 5 total. I've been tracking them
Okay,
as well.
good. That is a 3 successes on that bad boy. What's up with these? What's up? Roll for Christmas. What's happening?
Yeah, they're acting weird. They're acting super weird.
Super
acting
weird.
Way more intelligent than you would normally think that animals would act, especially that winter wolf, not just bolting, but like grabbing something off of the Yaogwai and taking off. These crows following you, you're not carrying any food, like you're not super injured. Like, it is weird to the point where like you think that another intelligence might be
For sure.
in play.
Okay, so quick question, retconning slightly. Before we left the Bright Star motor in, there's 2 things I would have wanted to have done. Number 1, I have a first aid kit. Can I unconcuss Johnny with that?
Oh, he's good. He's good.
He's good.
Oh,
You all took care of that.
Okay.
You got some
Fantastic.
packed up. You're all good.
Most excellent. Second thing, there was a body of a winter wolf in there, correct?
Yes.
And there's also
Yeah.
a body of a Yaogwai. Could I
Yes.
have like done a quick like, what the fuck roll on those?
Yeah, roll for
animals?
what the fuck.
Okay,
No, actually, we're gonna do a weird roll on this.
I like weird.
It's a 1 success, but I want it to be medicine plus science.
Okay, I can like this. Medicine plus science. Okay, so that's going to be. I am thankfully good at both of those things. That's going to be a 12.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna spend another action point. I'm sorry.
hey.
I'm on the
Okay.
other side of this. I now see, Grant, how just that is a thing you need to do all the time. That is okay. So I'm going to.
That is
That
okay.
is okay. That is 2 successes. That is 2 successes. One of them a critical success, but also a complication.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's complicated.
So 3
Oh.
successes and a complication.
Hey. You.
Put that in your fife and smoke it.
Yeah. Let's say it this way. I like this narratively. You give that thing a scan again, a full body scan, like you did to the kid. This thing is genetically either engineered or mutated, but you can't tell which. You can tell
have
that you can
extra
definitely tell
organs.
that its genome has been fucked with, and not necessarily at random.
Like
Intentional.
CRISPR style.
I have so many theories about what this is. Okay, all right, cool. Thank you for letting me do that in the past, but
Yeah.
I'm good. I would have relayed this, been like, there's something at work, more in the scientific realm than the standard evolution than we've seen with these creatures. There's something not so right about these winter wolves. Quotations with the pincer again, specifically to
Yeah, I
riflemen.
agree.
Yeah, absolutely. So, getting a phone call.
Hello.
Just hold on, everybody. Just kidding.
Hello.
Hello.
Mom.
Just
Mom?
kidding.
Super
I'm doing a show,
professional
Mom.
podcast. I'm on the internet, Mom.
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 Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Anyway.
I didn't mean to go back, but I'm glad. So yeah, these are science. These are science wolves.
Science nerds.
Okay.
Their genes have been fucked with. They're special somehow. You continue to move on. The crows following you, quietly cawing. And now that they notice that you've noticed them, they're not even trying to be sneaky anymore. They're kind of flying low above you, cawing at you. A smarter man than Johnny would think that they were maybe even teasing you.
Ouch.
Good thing we don't suffer from that problem.
Not its brains over here. So yeah. Loud cawing in the darkness all around. As you travel further and further up into the mountain pass, the snow actually starts to decline. It hasn't stopped snowing, but you can see a little bit farther. But at this point, the snow is pretty much up to your mid-thigh, just above your knee, kind of your mid-thigh. And you notice as you were going, little strips of fabric along the side of the path. You see little strips of like red plaid and felt that have been torn. Yeah, and as you approach, you come to scene change.
Scene change. That's the thing that I have to do.
You have to do. You
Change
come
the
to
scene.
Let's do the Scooby-Doo ending.
what looks like flat iron rock that's been pushed up out of the ground into a steep peak and a clearing in a mountain valley. The walls to all sides, except for the one that you've entered in, seem pretty nigh impassable, with this large stone structure in the middle, with an awning over it, and it looks to be hollow inside.
So the jetty is man-made?
No, it just looks like a cave.
Okay,
Like there's an awning of rock.
Got it.
It's
Okay.
it's an icy cave.
Okay.
Whoever wants to give me a difficulty 3 intelligence survival check can do that.
I can try.
Can I assist with a D20 roll?
Yes,
Yeah,
you can.
please do it.
Because I'm not great at this, but I'm not the
Oh.
worst.
Success and a failure. That's a crit fail.
And a
Oof.
second success backed up by Mr. Microwave.
Okay.
That's a crit fail, though.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a crit fail.
You don't see much of anything except for obviously where the sack has been moved through the snow, drugged through the snow. Whatever's
Yeah.
moving this thing is fucking strong, crazy
Tends
strong.
not to fuck around. Okay.
And also, you think that you see hoof prints?
It's a goddamn Yeti.
Hoof
Like,
prints. Oh my
they
god.
they look like the tracks made by the mule deer, but much larger.
Not so
Okay.
chill.
This is the opposite of chill, my lads. Something with hooves, maybe walking bipedally, is near that stone structure, I think.
Mr. Microwave, give me
Oh,
a
no.
perception check, straight up and down.
Straight up and down perception check.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was
no.
a hot ass mic.
That was a hot
Was it okay? Perception, like not like plus survival or anything. Just good
Just
old
perception.
fashioned.
Just a good old-fashioned straight up and down perception.
No, it's not gonna be good.
Difficulty 1.
It's a fail. It's not a critical fail, but it's a fail. I rolled an 18 on a perception of 5.
You see figures around the mouth of this cave, unmoving. If
Figures.
anybody else wants to do a perception check straight up and down, you can.
If you're letting us, I shall.
I mean, do
I
it.
mean-
Fail. Don't see it.
Johnny, you're the only hope.
I don't see the figures.
Hold on a second. We might have something here. No, we don't. Sorry.
No, we don't.
A difficulty 1 perception check, and all 3 of you shit
Well, I mean, you're
the
making
communal bed.
well
We're looking for bipedal cloven hooved figures,
Okay.
not at the
look at
cave.
No,
fucking
go ahead.
Krampus out
Okay.
here in the wilderness.
So
God.
go ahead
Baphomet.
and take some actions. Do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to can I like juice my floaty jet to try to like get up to sort of like take an area. I want to do an ocular pat down of the area from above.
Make me a difficulty 2 endurance plus athletics check.
Yeah, it's not great.
Juice my jets, baby.
Not great.
That's one success.
Difficulty 2.
It was difficulty 2. Well then,
Yeah.
I don't see shit about fuck. Except, no, I don't.
Oh,
You get a little. I'll give you this on 1 success, and I know that's a hard roll for you. You get a little altitude, and you see surrounding the mouth of the cave. It's just a split second that you get the once over for it, but you see what appears to be the corpses of like lots of animals out front.
Okay.
a few Brahmin, dozens of mountain goats, some rad stags, at least one corpse of one of the mules that was attacked.
I would like to invoke something we rarely do. I would like to succeed at cost, which allows me to have passed that test, but also auto give you a complication to throw at me.
Okay, yep, I'll do that. I'll take that deal.
I wanna get that extra hit without spending a luck point, and I will let you.
All right.
I will succumb
Perfect.
to the will of the
you
overseer.
You succeed at cost, but I'm gonna fuck you later.
Yeah, please do. You can fuck me right now if you want. And
Fuck me right now.
I really hate the way I said that. It's a PG show, folks. Except we're all
It is
doing
a
fun.
PG show. Yes,
What are you
so
talking
you get a
about?
little altitude and you spend some time hovering up there. You see clearly Brahmin, goats, rad stags, at least one death claw that is dead.
The fuck?
You see dozens of other
Deathclaw.
smaller animals. Blood is everywhere. The stench is unbelievable coming off this thing. And you can see that the cave is quite large and spacious inside. You imagine from the entrance, but also very pitch black. Since you succeeded at cost, also you hear sickly grunting coming from the cave.
Sick grunting.
Feels
Okay.
sick.
Yeah, kind of like.
I hover back down and relay this information to the squad. Gentlemen, whatever is inside that cave is either awake or waking, I think. And I think it might be a little angry. I especially like highlight the fact that like, yo, I saw a Deathclaw corpse up there, and that ain't so chill.
Not so chill.
Rifleman Grant, please give me a survival plus endurance roll.
Not my best roll. Oh,
Not great.
Fucking hell yes. That's 2 successes.
That's
Yeah.
pretty great.
You really only needed one. You do a quick reconnoiter of the surrounding area, and you know in your heart of hearts that fighting in the snow is going to be hard. If you want to
Yeah.
fight out in the open, movement is going to be difficult, and it's cold. You guys are really cold. You've been out for all night.
Yeah. That's legit.
Yeah.
So outside, you might need to make some checks or suffer some disadvantages if you're going to engage whatever this thing outside of the cave. However, you also know fighting in the deep dark is not great either. So you might also have to make some checks, or negative things might happen to you.
The night is dark,
Like,
full of terrors.
You suffer
It
penalties
is.
How
during
negative?
your attacks.
How negative.
How negative we talking?
So bad I dropped my pen.
Whatever this thing is rousing. You can hear.
Let's go
movement.
take
all
it
right,
down.
I pull out my 44.
We don't live forever. That lady doesn't have much time.
And I'm going to turn back to the rest of my party of 2 heroes.
You only live once.
And I'm going to run in with my 44 Magnum in front of me, and I will shoot the first thing that moves unless it's a cute, innocent thing or person.
100%. Like, yep. Tally ho, gentlemen! And like,
Let's go save that baby.
Give her through. Yeah, 100%. Charge towards the door. Reckless abandon.
Okay, you're moving towards the cave.
Yeah.
As fast as I can run in this gosh dang snow.
All right. You get to the mouth of the cave. Yeah, the stench is almost overwhelming. It's rancid. And oddly enough, there's a heat coming out of the cave, like a warmth. It's not super hot, but it's like
welcoming.
no, it's like steaming. It's like a
Oh,
steaming
gross.
warmth.
Oh, like
that comes out of that thing.
like a sewer.
Like
Oh.
entering.
Yeah, sort of like that.
Grant tries to be grateful for the fact that he's not as cold now.
Grant, I want you to make an endurance plus int
Oh,
check.
Endurance and int, neither are those are my dumb stats.
It's a difficulty 2, by the way.
Fuck. Okay. Endurance and int. Okay. Well, 1 success on a difficulty 2, and I almost made the second one with an 11.
Okay, are you other two boys entering the cave as well?
Oh yeah, 110%.
Yeah,
And, like,
Everybody make an endurance plus int check.
Oh God.
Are they your dump stats too, there,
Yeah, they're
Johnny?
not great.
Oh,
Intelligence.
Johnny, not great.
sorry, intelligence plus what?
Endurance plus int.
Endurance plus int. Oh, actually, I am actually surprisingly good at both of those things. That's 3 successes, because one of them was a crit.
Okay, I will add that to your pool.
I think I may have
everyone-
crit failed. If it's a difficulty 2, I rolled a 19.
Yeah, you definitely crit failed.
Ah, Johnny.
Johnny, you drop to. Well, you just lose your first round
This
of
this
combat.
dice is in jail.
Jill,
It's dice jail.
shame it.
You're
Shame
done.
that dice.
You're done.
Shout out to Dice Shame, by the way. Harlan Guthrie and Joe Fallon.
Shame.
They're wonderful. You should go check them out. Anyway, yeah. So Johnny, you lose your turn out of fear as
That makes
Oh,
sense.
shit.
as you all
tracks.
charge this thing, and the closer you get, and the stronger the smell gets, and the heat and everything,
Mm.
you kind of lose your bravado too, Grant Rifleman, and you will suffer a +1 for all rolls on your turn.
Fair enough.
All
I'm
rolls.
trying to
Just
not throw
flat
up
out,
right now.
anything that you roll is a
All
+1.
rolls, Just natty nags. 1.
No, you
And
roll.
Mr. Microwave, you remain composed
Mhm.
and tally forth without or sally forth, I should say, without any
It's
problems.
not stinky for me because I don't have a nose.
I will give you all one quick action before we drop into initiative. So do what you want to do right now, out of combat, real quick.
I fucking
5,
turn
4,
my
3.
headlights on, just like everything.
Perfect.
Fucking, like high beams, baby. Click, 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 click.
Are
Like,
Mr.
Yes.
Microwave's headlights on, or is that just me?
I'm gonna
Mr.
turn the
Microwave,
brightness on the Pip Boy all the way to maximum 10 out of 10.
Yeah, fucking
You are
gamma
reading my mail.
crank.
As Mr. Microwave's headlights go on, like a car in the darkness, it illuminates a figure that is now hunched over a hulking corpse of, could have been a Yagwai before, could have been a Brahmin, could have been a moose. You can't really tell, but it's hulking over and feeding on it. And as the headlights go on, it doesn't really react too quickly. It kind of turns towards you and stands to its full height. What you see before you is a twisted abomination, a chimera of species and hideous to behold. On its head are twisted and deformed antlers, covered in a bloody dark velvet, sloughing off in large swaths. As it turns towards you slowly, you see that it has a vaguely deer-like head, but the eyes are too far down on the snout and emitting a bright green glow, which illuminates the creature's broken and twisted teeth. Its torso is humanoid, similar to the leathery skin of a feral ghoul. However, it has long, spindly arms, which terminate in filthy, scythe-like claws.
Fuck.
The torso blends into a bipedal version of a large mountain goat. The fur on the legs is matted and fetid. The beast stands easily 9 feet tall, 12 with the antlers, on broad and sturdy hooves the size of a Brahmin's. It roars again, and you can make out a lolling and rolling, slender black tongue. However, most disturbingly, it is wearing the large flannel and fur-lined winter jacket stolen from Sander Klaus, the fabric ripping where the creature forced its way into the coat. You remember, as you left, Sander Klaus screaming, "Ah, God damn it! They even took my coat." A voice, like shale, falling down the mountainside, hisses, "All mine, none for you. All mine, all for me." And we're dropping into initiative.
All right.
What the
Please
fuck?
tell me I'm top of the order so I can shoot this Jeff Bezos-y super goat.
I'm getting a real the devil vibe from this thing.
The devil.
Not devil
devil.
vibe.
Straight up.
What's your initiative, Grant? 17?
17. He's wearing the coat. Why wear the coat? Fucking leave the coat alone. What'd the coat do to you?
It's like, hey, that's a nice coat.
That was a nice coat.
It's a
Mr. Microwave,
scarecrow.
you are 10
I'm
and
10.
Johnny, you're 11, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It is Grant. Grant, you are up.
I've been around a while. You are the ugliest son of a bitch I've ever laid my iron sights on. Good night.
And I'm gonna shoot it in the face.
Flashes a grimacing smile at you.
Well, I'm gonna shoot it right in the fucking mouth. I'm gonna.
Worst timing ever. In the middle of combat, everyone disappears.
Mid-combat
We're all back
cliffhanger.
now, except for
We
our
did that to-
overseer singing Christmas songs.
So listen, folks. This is what happened. Ryan dropped because CERN created a wormhole and it sucked our overseer into the
That's
bathroom.
what happened. That's what happened. The
Totally.
Hadron
I
Collider
guarantee it.
just took.
It was too much, too many collisions. They over
They flew
collided.
too close to the sun.
Just, it was Icarus, I believe, was his
Yeah.
name.
There's just one particle too many.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, team. We are back.
But we're
Oh, good.
Sucked Justin into
Third time's a charm, right?
So I shoot it in the face with that looks like 4 damage to me.
The shot rings off the face.
Rings off the face. Oh shit.
What kind of a face
Okay.
this guy got? Whoa.
Fucking
face.
bulletproof face. is
Nice
what kind
face,
of face.
man.
That's a nice face. That shit's bulletproof.
That's a great face,
Motherfucker.
bud.
Great face, bud.
Hell of a face you
Yeah,
got there.
so-
Be a shame if something happened to it.
Well, nothing's happening to it.
That's a shame.
Yep.
Was that your whole turn?
That's why I'm just like Grant's loading up some feces to start voiding here pretty soon.
It's like, so was that everything, man?
So is that all you got? Because you're
Was
dead.
that all?
You're gonna
Yeah.
die now.
Yeah. So this thing lowers its head and just charges at you,
Oh,
Grant.
That's
fucking!
Bethesda
Oh,
was.
not again! Not the charging at me again.
Yeah, so it lowers its antlers at you and kind of smiles and wipes its cheek where your bullet hit and charges you.
No,
Yeah, it's gonna do some damage to you. Sorry, bud.
I need a blankie.
That is that's 1 success. Your defense is 2.
My defense is 2. Thank baby glowing Jesus.
Yeah, so it charges you, but you think you might have rung its bell a little bit, and its antler kind of scrapes off your shoulder,
Yeah.
deflected by your ammo or armor, I should say. Okay.
Okay.
It is close to
Okay.
you. It is now, I believe, Johnny's turn. Yes, it's Johnny's turn.
All right. I'm gonna take a shot at it with the old double barrel shotgun
Give her hell. Difficulty
and
1.
see what we get. All right. Gonna pick some better dice this time, I think. I hope.
Get 'em.
Target number is an 11. Ooh, okay. So one of them was a crit fail, but I'm gonna spend a luck point to re-roll that one, so it's no
Do that.
longer a crit fail. Oh, yes. Okay, I rolled 1, so critical success,
Yeah,
Perfect.
baby.
and another, so 3 successes, baby boy.
Okay, I'll add that to your player pool. Roll me damage.
Here we go.
Oh, we're gonna retcon. Technically, Johnny was feared and shouldn't be able to have this turn, but since you turned the headlights on, that fear is dissipated.
Nice.
The headlights turned on.
5 damage, 3 with spread effect.
No piercing,
No piercing.
no damage.
No piercing.
No piercing, no damage. No problem.
No soup for you.
All
No
right,
service.
Mr. Microwave, it is your go.
Fuck.
Godspeed, you black microwave.
Yeah, Godspeed.
Ooh.
Microwave. Wait, tell me quickly. Is this thing giving me more of a Krampus vibe or more of a Grinch vibe?
It's more of a Krampus vibe for sure.
No,
You think that
Grinch
the
would have been
chimera
way
and the
easier.
gross,
Yeah.
mutation.
Punch
Actually,
Carrie in the face.
give me a perception plus science.
I would love
Did you just
to.
say you just punched Jim Carrey in the face?
And
Oh, yeah.
since you gave me that sweet complication, this is actually difficulty 3.
Sweet Jesus. So you say intelligence plus science?
No, perception plus science.
Sweet glowing baby
Okay,
Jesus.
Sweet glowing baby Jesus.
Sweet radioactive
So that
Jesus.
is target number of a 10.
You need 3 successes.
But with a okay, but I mean it is a crit thing, so I'll let you decide, obviously. But so my scanner reduces perception tests by 1.
This is a complication issue.
Okay.
So the reason I made it a
It's
3 is because
three
it's a
because
complication.
Yeah, no, fair. I'm gonna spend an action point in that case. Give myself 3 rolls.
Done. Take a note.
Oh, that's a 10. Crap on a cracker. I'm going to spend my 3rd one there. Okay, I got a success, and I'm going to go ahead and use a luck point to re-roll that critical failure again on the critical failure roll to get myself 2 successes. So I didn't get the 3, but I also undid my crit.
From a 2 on a 3, this thing's fucking armored up.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
That was a little roller coaster ride.
Yeah, that was a lot, and I do not have a lot of luck points left. Let me just tell you that much. I'm not a very lucky guy. Okay, so he's armored up. He looks like he sucks. I'm going to go ahead and use my. Wait, this thing's in like close contact with Grant, is it not?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm just gonna buzzsaw it in that case. I'm going to aim.
Now this is a question that I would like to ask of you. Where are you buzzsawing it?
Oh, and he looks at the camera right as he asks the
Great
question.
question. I'm going to.
Where are you buzzsawing this guy?
I'm going to buzzsaw it, not in the center Klaus magic coat.
Yeah, don't fuck up the coat.
I don't want to fuck up the coat. I want to go for its face, but I'm gonna Achilles heel this bitch. I'm gonna go for his like right above the hoof.
Okay. Give her hell.
I'm gonna go for the leg hoof. Buzzsaw. Show me potato salad. I got success.
Yeah, you hit it.
Okay,
Give me that dice.
hit. I will roll the dice. I roll 4 damage dice with my fucking thing. Come on, piercing damage. Okay, that is 4 damage and piercing 1.
5 damage.
No, 4 damage total, but one of it is
one of
piercing.
it is
I rolled
piercing?
3 Vault Boy heads and 1 regular damage.
Hey, you have done damage.
Fucking shit. Okay. Cool.
Johnny boy. Or no, actually top of the order. It is Grant.
This is a crazy idea, but I feel compelled by the Christmas spirits.
Hey, Deerhead.
I lower my 44 a little bit.
Can I interest you in some mole rat chunks? I think we got off on the wrong foot.
Interesting play. This is your action.
Yeah, I'm leaning into this. I'm gonna offer. I mean, mole rat chunks are probably the nicest thing I have that I think this thing would care about.
Okay. This is on your turn, so it's going to like cower, kind of like lower its head a little bit and stick its hand out towards you.
What the fuck? Hey, I give it the mole rat chunks. It can have
Yeah,
the mole rat chunks.
It closes its hand around the mole rat chunks
Oh,
and then
I
just
let go.
squeezes real hard and punches you straight in the fucking face.
Christ.
So I'm gonna need you to
Anybody want some mole rat chucks?
Yeah, that's a crit success too. So that's 3 successes. Fucking idiot.
Like, guys, I'm forming a connection over here. Hold your fire. Hold your fire.
You take 4 damage. To
I'm
from the punch in
honestly
the face.
laughing so hard I got a nosebleed. Oh my god. Holy shit.
Whoa, that's serious. I like it.
Yeah, no, you take 4 damage from
Oh
punching
my
the
God.
face damage.
That's amazing.
And this thing laughs like it just rasps. It's like,
I literally have a nosebleed.
He punched you
with
so
his
hard.
minor
you
action,
get
it's
punched
gonna
so hard in the
disengage from
face.
you, and with its minor action, it's gonna disengage with you from you and charge Johnny.
Oh crap!
So it's just up in your grill now. It's just disengaged from Rifleman and is engaged Johnny. So it is now Johnny's turn. Johnny, this thing is directly in front of you.
I guess I'll take a swing at it with my pool cue, because I maybe go melee against this thing. My shotgun didn't do much of anything last time, so I mean, Johnny's all out of my good ideas. Maybe try a bad one.
All right, where are you swinging at?
Yeah, like maybe try to like one of its legs.
Scrantlers.
Or
No, don't do legs.
no
Do the
leg.
scrantlers.
Oh, the scrantlers.
Not to table talk, but
All right, I'm gonna take a swing at the antlers.
Okay, go ahead.
I know for a fact the legs are armored because I did not do any damage there.
It's 1 difficulty.
That is a 1 success.
Roll me damage dice.
Oh, 0 damage. I rolled 3 4s.
Okay. Yeah, that's a big old goose egg. You hit this thing with a pool cue, and it just like tink.
It's
off
like
of the
vibrating in my
antler.
hands.
Like, and when you pull your pool cue back, it's got like some of that slough, that bloody velvet slough on it.
See, that's what I was thinking.
Go ahead and give me John. Or sorry, it's Mr. Microwave. It's your go. Sorry.
Okay. I gotta think about these antlers because you said that they were all gross and velvety and like sloughing off.
I said a lot of things about a lot of parts of its body, though.
You said a
Keep
lot
that
of
in
things about a lot of parts of its body. That is fair. It also has these weird eyes. The eyes and the antlers are what I remember from how gross this thing, and also it's like gnarly black tongue, but I don't really feel like fucking with that. So
No, don't fuck with that tongue.
I'm going to buzzsaw it again. I really want to flame it, but I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm going to buzzsaw it in the fucking scrantlers because it's the only thing I have at the moment. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Okay, baby, that is 2 success. 2 success.
Yeah, roll me damage die.
And I do, what is it, 4 or 5 with this? I do buzzsaw 4. Come on, piercing, baby. Yep, okay, that's 3 damage, and 1 of it is piercing.
You do A damage.
Crap.
And this thing lets out a bit of a roar as you shear one of its antlers off. But it doesn't seem to be too terribly shook up about
so
that.
that wasn't its like glowing weak spot in Zelda. All right, fair
Let's
enough.
move top of the order. Grant, it is you.
Hit it in the glowing weak spot. I'm gonna shoot it in its nasty bits. How's that?
The testiculars or the
Which
genes?
in the crotchular area?
Yeah, just generally the crotch, the sort of like lower abdomen,
Just gonna get
like
a
not
Okay.
directly it's crotch to crotch,
Lower
but like
abdomen
it's
is
like
fine. We're gonna do lower
you
abdomen.
know, lower abdomen. Oh, I'm sorry to say that's a crit success and then 2 successes.
Perfect. Yeah, give me
I'm
1 point
sorry to
damage
say
die.
it. I'm
Sorry to
Just-
say.
broken up to report that one.
I am quite upset to roll these not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but 6 of these and roll my dice.
Yeah, go ahead. And you're shooting it, just so I'm clear, it's facing you in the torso, in the lower torso.
Lower torso, yeah.
Okay,
Lower.
go ahead, roll
than-
me
That
damage
is
dice.
exactly 6 damage that came out of the front of my weapon.
Yeah, so you were shooting with your 44.
Yes, sir, I was.
So a muzzle flash goes off, briefly blinding you in the darkness. Like, obviously the headlights are on, but a muzzle flash in a cave still sucks.
Yeah.
And strikes this thing in the abdomen for how many damage?
6.
Yeah, 6 damage. It did not fucking like that one
Yay!
bit.
We solved my
So we'll say,
The lower
say now-
abdomen.
So we'll say now that you've solved a little bit of a glowing weak spot, if you want to hit it in the abdomen, you have to do cold shots to the abdomen, increasing the
Yep.
difficulty by 1.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Except for snipers like me.
All right, it is
All
now
right.
the Krampus's turn. It does fucking not like that you shot it, and it's standing next to Johnny. It's gonna pick Johnny up and whip him at you.
Whip him good.
So Johnny, I need you to make me a contested strength roll.
Oh goodness. Just
What's
strength.
your target number?
My strength is
That's
4.
your highest stat.
Oh yeah, I could replace that. I can luck be a lady tonight. I'm gonna replace my strength with luck, so my target number is a 10.
Okay.
It's a good number.
That's a
I like
better
that
number.
It's a better number.
It's an okay number.
That's a crit success, a 1 and a 7, so 3 successes.
Yeah, boy.
Ooh, okay.
That's a good
Just give me
number. I
one-
like that
give me
number.
one
Good
sec.
amount, or yeah, in my contest of your strengths.
Right in the goat nads.
Okay, so
Goat
you
nad.
make a valiant fight. You don't get thrown. You do not get thrown. It goes to pick you up and toss you, and you kind of hunker down and grab onto a root in the cave wall, and it goes to whip you, but like you're holding on, it's slowing its momentum so much. You do let go, so you are now being like held by this monster in the air, but he does not toss you.
Oh, no.
It is confuddled
like
and
that's
angry
worse.
at that. It roars in your face, moving it to the Mr. Microwave's turn.
Yeah, Honey P. I'm going to flame on this thing in the gut. I will
Okay.
call shots. I will
It's 2 difficulty.
I'm right point blank with this dude. I'm just gonna like flamer right up into his guts, like touching it, and then just fucking give her. Difficulty 2. I will spend an action point. How many do we have, Overseer?
You have, let me count, 3.
We got a couple. Okay, I'm gonna spend one. Because I'm actually pretty good with this thing. Target number is 14. 3d20. Oh, that's not gonna be great. I will spend my last one there. Okay, so that's a success. That is a crit success, so that will be 2 successes. And I'm not going to spend any luck points.
Okay, yeah, roll your damage die.
Thank God, big guns is a tag skill. Fun fact.
Nobody is missing this game. You guys are hitting everything.
Flamer is a big gun, and I'm gonna juice it up to
What a
5
gun.
points of damage. Fucking A. That is 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. I didn't roll any special effects though, so it's just,
Okay.
just 9 flamer damage. Point blank into his gut.
Okay.
Goats not trusting on an open fire.
It didn't like that one bit.
If
All
any
right,
of that
goes
was
top of the order,
persistent
Grant.
damage, that would have been so good. Okay.
Brand, it is your go.
I feel 0 remorse doing this. Just want you to know that.
Shoot
How
it in
was
the
that?
goat's nets. Shoot it in the goat's nets. I'm not even going to give you an action point, is what. Oh, I should have. I should have given you an action point. I have 1 success out of 2, and the other one's an 18.
And you were
My
called shot to the
target-
abdomen.
It was
you
a called
missed.
shot. My target is
rang.
14.
Your target number is 14.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and you only got 1 success.
1 success only, yeah.
It rings off. Nothing.
Oh, son of a bitch. Except that I aimed.
Oh, okay. Re-roll it then.
Sorry, I'm an ass. That's worse.
I forgot about my aim.
Complication.
How bad was it? Was it a crit? Was it a?
It was a 19. It was a 19. I feel like that was pretty bad though. A 19 is like
No. So 19 is not a critical fail or complication for you. Correct?
okay. Yeah. I don't. I mean, not that I think of. Nope. I think it's okay.
I think it's difficulty 3.
Okay.
No.
Oh yeah.
Moving to Krampus. Johnny,
Fuck,
you are
Krampus.
in the air. You're getting tossed at Grant.
You're getting
Uh,
tossed at Grant.
yeah.
Sorry, Grant. He's like, ah.
Come to me.
Let's see if this. Oh yeah, that's a big double success for sure. Both Grant and Johnny, please take 2, 3, 4 bludgeoning damage as you smash into each other and are
Oh,
both
fuck.
knocked supine.
Can I reduce that
so-
by my physical resistance?
Yeah, you can use your physical resistance against that. So your
right.
minor actions will be getting up next turn if you want to do anything.
All right.
So no aiming for anybody. Mr. Microwave.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry, Johnny. It's your go.
Okay. Can I take a non-aimed shot with the shotgun at
You absolutely can.
I mean, in my mind's eye, I'm picturing the lower abdomen, but I mean, who knows where exactly we'll find ourselves. shooting.
Mistakes do happen.
Mistakes
happen.
do happen. And here we go. Okay, so what we got here is one critical success on a tag skill, so 2 successes.
Wonderful. Roll me some damage dice.
Here we
Johnny
go.
Tupati, come on.
You're back up to 4 action points, by the way, boys.
Kentucky Fried Goat.
KFG.
Oh, this is really good.
Yeah, buddy, get him. Get him in the girt.
Okay, 2, 4. So 8 damage in total, and 4 of them are spread damage.
So that's
Fuck yeah. So
12
12
damage.
damage.
You do 6 damage to this thing.
Yes.
It is rough stuff right now. Mr. Microwave, it's your go.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can't redo that fucking roasted goat situation. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I'm going to spend an action point again, and roll 3 die, and target number 14, and it's difficulty 2, because we're calling these shots.
Yes, difficulty 2.
Oh, yeah, okay. Quick question. My flamer is inaccurate, so I don't...
You can't aim.
I can't aim. So I can't
You
aim.
can't aim.
So I'm not going to aim. So I'm just going to...
You just flame his whole shit.
flame this whole
Flame
shit.
on.
Okay. Well, that is 1 success, and 1 was just shy, so I will spend my second to last luck point to reroll
Okay.
that one. Come on, baby. I threw that dice across the universe. It's a success, a 9,
Hello.
a 9 and an 8.
Roll me your damage, big boy.
Yeah, I will spend ammo again to make 5 damage die. So that is 3 plus 3, 4, 5 damage. And I have activated the burning effect, which I will do. So then it'll do 5. Oh, actually, no, wait. Which effect do I want to do? Burst or... No, I want to do persistent damage activation with that.
Okay.
So that'll mean that I do 5 damage now, and it will do, at the end of its turn, I'll spend an extra ammo to make it suffer the same damage at the end of its next turn.
Okay. I rolled a hit location dice, and you got lucky on torso.
Yeah.
So it does take all 5 of that damage and is now aflame.
Nice.
Mr. Grant, it is your go.
Yeah, you know
spend
exactly.
your minor action to get up.
Yeah, yeah. I'll use my minor action to get up, so I'm not aiming this time. So I'm going to spend an action point. I'm going to shoot it aimed right in the goat's nads again.
Can't
Oh.
aim, but I get it.
You're right. I can't. Correct. So that's a bit of a hodgepodge. It's a tag skill. I got 1 success, 1 15, which is not a success, and a crit. Fuck up.
Your gun jams. Misfire. Does not shoot.
Fucking revolvers.
It
Actually,
comes-
revolvers are super
I mean,
reliable. But
yeah.
all right,
How much,
cool.
How much persistent damage was this thing doing?
So it persistent damage suffers damage at the end of its turn. It can spend a major action to put it out, but it would have to do a difficulty 1.
No, just how much damage?
Skill check.
How much damage?
It would be 5.
Okay. This thing wheels on both Johnny and Grant. Grant, you are panicking, trying to clear your chamber. Johnny,
I am.
you have just gotten up. Your bell was ring-a-ding-dong.
Ring-a-ding-ding-ding. Yep.
And this thing lets out a bone-chilling, rattling scream. Very, very high-pitched. Not a roar, but a high-pitched scream that sets your teeth on edge. And charges both of you, head down, broken antler on one side of its head, and full antler on the other. That is dual success. You both will take 2, 4, 5 damage in total.
Oh,
Ooh.
this is the first time this has happened in this system. Grant has less than no hit points left.
Grant has lost consciousness.
Oh no!
Oh.
As this Krampus barrels over you two, goring Grant, it is still on fire. It's clutching at its face and torso, trying to rip the jacket off as another very high-pitched, deathly scream is let out. I can't do it because my voice is shot. High-pitched, deathly scream. As it roars, the flames bellow up its torso, and the bright green in its eyes burst out into green fire out of its head as it screams up into the night sky, disintegrating piece by piece. The green fire taking over from the orange fire inside as the thing, it's in its last gasp, says, "I am defeated, but never gone," and blinks out into a pile of ash, leaving the ratty, tattered jacket of Mr. Sander Klaus behind.
No!
You have defeated my Krampus.
Yeah!
Grant is
Yeah.
unconscious.
I'm feeling such a roller coaster right
Yeah,
now.
I would like to immediately, upon the disintegration of Crazy Beast, look at its ashes and say, "Now I have a flamer. Ho, ho, ho."
Nah.
And then go over to Grant and administer the one and only stim pack that I have.
One and only stim pack that you have.
Yeah, that I held in reserve.
You held it in reserve.
I held it in reserve. I'm looking at dying right now. Reduced HP. They suffer injuries, critical hit. While they're dying unconscious, cannot recover HP from the first aid action.
You're all right. The stim
I
pack brings them
I
back.
think the stim pack's gonna do it. Otherwise, you have to do an endurance plus survival test if you're not assisted by the looks of things. So
You're fine. The stim pack, your one and only stim pack, revives Grant. Grant, you missed the Krampus explosion.
it's a
But
Festivus miracle.
however, as this thing burst into flames and screamed up to the night sky, its screams, high-pitched screams, were answered by a multitude of howls from outside the cave, far in the distance, but so fucking many. So many howls. You can also hear the cacophony of crows going off outside.
We gotta get this bag the fuck out of here.
Couldn't agree with
Yeah.
you more.
You run over to the sack that you see in the center of the room. It's filthy. In fact, as you look around, there's so much stuff in this room that you could come back with Enola May 2 or 3 times to pack it up. But you have no time. The howls are getting louder and louder outside. In the sack, you quickly root through. It's filthy. It's been gone through by this Krampus, and it's dirty and gross. There's fucking bloody paw marks over everything. It's super, super disgusting.
It's gross.
But inside, you find what Santa Claus went to Wyoming to get for the beautiful new family. You find one hazmat suit, a old-timey Miss Nanny brand breast pump and plastic bottles.
Okay.
Okay.
You find a brick of gold.
What?
You find a carton of incense by the Frank Company. It's Frank incense.
It's Frank incense.
And a jar of wood resin by the Merrill brand. It's Merrill resin. You collect all of these things quickly, and as you lift up the remnants of the sack, a few more things fall out. A gold pocket watch and a hairbrush.
Oh,
A small handheld electronic gaming device. A small furry red toy that laughs when you touch it. And a small, it almost looks like a keychain, but when you press it, there's like an LED picture of an egg that pops up. You have no fucking clue
What the
that is.
fuck? Tamagotchi?
The Tamagotchi, a tickle me
A
elbow,
tickle me elbow.
and you got the hairbrush in the pocket. pocket watch fucking parable on the go here. I'm just gonna.
Wow.
The threads. I'm in the
The
spider
gift
web
of
of
magic.
immense threads.
Look out, Marvel Cinematic Universe. We're coming for you.
It's
This
So
is
over
yeah,
for
real
you.
multiverse.
your party collects all of these things very quickly and bolts from the cave. You head down faster
out.
since you're moving downhill back towards the main road. You're moving at a clip, but as you're moving, like everywhere is filled with a cacophony of animal sounds all around you. It's almost deafening. You've been gone for, I don't know, most of the night trekking up there, 6 hours or so. And as you jump down onto the road in the final stretch back to the the Bright Star Diner, you see a new team, only 3 or 4 mules hooked up to what was the remnants of a repaired sled. However, on the back of it is the Lancer that has been mounted in a defensive position.
Yeah.
You hear Sander Klaus say, "Took you long enough. Those fucking animals are on your ass. Get in, get in."
Oh, you know we do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know we do.
everybody piles in.
I'm
Rudy-
holding Duke like a big baby.
Hop in your one horse
Rudy's in the
open
back, and he says, "Someone get on that gun."
Oh, I put Duke down in the seat.
Yeah, get up,
As he
get-
yas.
Get up on.
And
Here,
you're kind of like,
Johnny.
"Ugh."
Johnny, you pull the trigger, my buds.
Let's do this.
So you are-
Can
you
I
are-
lash Mr. Microwave up with the fucking deer and like full on like flamer?
Yeah.
Of course you
Got-
can.
got-
Shit,
got-
yeah, you
right?
can.
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
So you're up at the front with mule deer, leading the way
100%.
with your light so bright in the
Yeah. It's
darkness,
so bright.
clearing a path.
Yeah.
You are going.
Won't you
are
lead this
going-
sleigh tonight?
I will.
Yeah,
I
you're going
will.
balls to the
Yeah.
wall. You don't give a fuck about flamer fuel anymore. This thing is cranked and pumping out BTUs, which are clearing the snow
Yeah.
ahead of the sleigh, leaving
That's
only the
exactly what
hard
I want.
ice pack on the road below. Johnny, as you're on the back with the Lancer, the homemade chain gun, you're trying to figure it out, and Sander says, "You have to crank it. You have to crank it." Yeah, and as you put your hand on the solid mahogany handle with a golden lever attached to a very, very delicate filigreed gun, and you start cranking it, it just starts firing off rounds at the multitude of wolves that are chasing you. You are just, it is chain fed from the back of the sleigh into the gun as you are just mowing down these fucking animals. You do swipe across the sky once and just take out hundreds of crows onto the
Take
ground.
that, you beasts!
As you get,
Johnny.
some kilometers down the road, Johnny, you are cranking this gun, and it's click, 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 click. And Sander looks over his shoulder as he's mushing his mule deers, and he says, "Well, I only had time to pack a few hundred bullets, so like, we're done. We're done here." As you travel through the night with Mr. Flamer's light so bright, you approach the Bethlehem Motor Inn. Joey is out front, gun in hand, down in firing position. But when he sees Mr. Handy's Flamer, he kind of holsters his gun and calls out, "You got it? You good?"
Yeah.
Oh,
How's that
you know
feel?
we are.
Oh yeah, we're
As
good.
as we can be.
You're
As
too
you-
modest.
As you collect your things, Johnny, you grab the hazmat suit and the breast pump and bottles and rush it in. There is some Radaway that Santa Claus starts to administer to Mary, who is glowing faintly as she holds the baby,
Oh my.
a light green halo around her head.
Oh.
And as she sees you approach with the hazmat suit and the meds and everything that she will need to take care of her baby, she looks at you all and says, "Well, you really came through for us here, boys. You'll never know exactly what this means to me." And at that, the baby smiles and reaches out to you, Johnny, grabbing your hand. And a pale light fills your body. And weirdly, you feel a lot better. Your
Wow.
wounds are healing up a little
I
bit.
think everything's gonna be okay.
You do? I hope so too. The camera pans up into the night sky as an aurora borealis shines over the Bethlehem night or the inn as a lone single.
Yay!
Yay!
That was super fun.
Do. Nerd stuff with my nerd friends.
That was super fun. Well.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We know it's December the 23rd. It's Christmas Eve's Eve, and we appreciate you sharing it with us as we blunder our way through the rules and laugh so hard our noses bleed.
Yeah, I mean, as far as things go, I mean, you have your choice of things to spend your life minutes on, and the fact that any of you are willing to spend any time of your life minutes on anything that we do is pretty awesome. I think Justin, you might have cut out just as you were giving your thanks there. So why don't you give him another happy holidays there, sir?
Oh, okay. No, I was just saying, like, thank you so much for tuning in and spending your time during this busy holiday season with us. You could have done anything, and you decided to watch our stupid show with our stupid mouths saying dumb things, and we really, really appreciate it. Like, thank you so much, guys. I love doing the show with all of you, and I really love our fans. They're really great.
Yeah, all of you folks tuning in week after week, doing what you can to spread the word about the show and the channel, and your monetary donations are one thing. Those of you who are Patreon supporters, and thank you, Hondat, for your little Christmas miracle donation.
Thank you very much,
today.
Hondat.
But just anyone just tuning in it's why we do this thing. Your shekels help us keep the show alive, but it's you folks tuning in week after week that keeps us coming back and doing it. So. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. You know where you can find us online in the description below. All you folks are doing such a great job, and it's been a tricky year for everyone, and to have you folks wanting to come and spend the last bits of it here with us is pretty friggin' awesome. So we've got lots of fun.
And
stuff.
I apologize for my voice. It got a little rough there. I'm a little bit ill, so thank you for sticking to it.
It's the sexiest voice in the wasteland. Yeah,
it's Justin After Dark.
And thanks. It's Fallout After Dark. But we'll
After
be back
Dark.
in 2 weeks. I think it's still the plan. Obviously, holidays and things moving around, but I think we're still on track to get back to the regular campaign 2 weeks from now, which is super exciting.
Oh yeah.
Other content on the channel will be pushed back a little bit as holiday stuff gets going. Skyrim Sundays I think is going to be pushed back 1 week.
Eat turkey. He's eating turkey.
I am going to eat a turkey that I'm going to cook myself in 24 to 48 hours time.
You're gonna cook yourself?
He's going to cook his
own
own
turkey.
turkey.
I'm going to cook my own goose. With
Gonna get cooked, man.
Mr. Microwave
Goose?
flamer. But,
Where do you buy a goose?
Boiled goose.
You've never had Christmas goose?
You find it with,
Come on.
You find it with our Canadian Moose internet. And thanks again. I know we've had some technical glitches over the last couple weeks, but we're still ironing them out. They ought to be mostly fixed over the next couple weeks and couple sessions. So thank you folks for sticking with us as we go through that. And I hope you all get what you deserve in your stockings, which is all lumps of coal, because I know you all so well.
You're all naughty boys. You're all dirty naughty boys.
Actually, if you got enough coal, you could probably sell it for not too bad. It's cold. Everywhere's so cold.
It's chilly up here.
$1 million situation.
with
Anyway, before this gets away from us even more, we love you. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, everyone. We'll see you in the new year. Please stay safe up there, okay?
Whenever
Thanks for coming.
Whenever you practice it safely. We'll see you later.